All right. It is Friday night. Love crossing borders. I'm excited. You know, your boy's been sick for feel like 3 weeks. Finally got my energy back. Finally back in the gym. We had a nice vacation at San Andreas Island for our wedding anniversary, which was our marriage anniversary, which is the 13th. Actually, my sister's birthday as well. So the 13th of December. And so we just finished celebrating our anniversary this past week on the island of San Andreas. It was amazing. If you guys don't get a chance, or when you do get a chance, you come to Colombia, don't just go to Cartagena. Don't just go to Medellin. Don't just come to Cali. You got to go to San Andreas Island. So safe. And if you've ever been to Cartagena and they're always bothering you, trying to sell you something, that ain't San Andreas Island. You can go to the island in the beach. Nobody's bothering you. It is so much fun. We had a great time, and we did it during the weekday, and it was still packed during the weekdays. So shout out to Love Crossing Borders for actually making it out there during the weekdays, San Andreas Island. But today is Friday night, drink in hand. I still got some of the salted crown that one of you brothers brought for me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the donations that have been coming in by way of the Cash App and the PayPal. Because remember, we're donating this month's all the Cash Apps, all that you guys donate to the channel this month is going towards a donation for the Children's Cancer Foundation here in Cali, Colombia. We're going to give $1,000 plus. So whatever plus you guys give over, we're giving $500. So far, you guys have donated this month by way of Cash App. Let me take a quick look. And while I'm looking, let me know what drink you got in your hand. I see Jeffrey been letting me know he got his lemonade. We got Charles with the water and juice ready. Right. So far, just in 2 weeks, we've got $254 donated. So thank you guys. And like we said, we're going to be matching whatever you guys match. We're going to be putting 500 in. So we're looking to donate 1,000. So far, we're almost we're past the 250 mark. So we're looking at it the next few weeks. Hopefully, we get another 250 in donations to match our 500, and we can give that $1,000 to the Children's Cancer Foundation here in Cali, Colombia. And we're going to be doing it live on this channel. So I'm going to pull the website up, and I'm going to show you guys how, as we walk through the donation together. So we're going to be doing it together. We're not going to be doing it like Ace did in Venezuela, giving out pizza and everything, which is cool. But we're going to be doing it live on a Friday night or on a Sunday night, along with Andrea, donating to the foundation together as a unit because we donated as a unit. So we're excited about that. Tonight's topic is women not included. 10 to 11 reasons why I left the United States and women were not included. The reason why I came up with this topic because I've been watching people criticizing passport brothers, blue brick gentlemen, any black man that got a passport. Everybody in the United States, it seems like, got something to say about it. But that's because passport bros are promoting what we do in the wrong way. Yeah, I said it. You're promoting it in the wrong way. They're so busy promoting the women and the sexual part and the party part that they never tell every other guy about all the other things, all the other benefits of relocating or traveling outside the United States. And so that's where I come in to tell you straight to your face. And my uncle is in here, he can attest to it. The last thing that I came back to the United States talking to him about, because Jeffrey was right there, was just about the women. I was not talking to, shout out to my man DC Rob. I was just watching DC Rob video. Not even just a few minutes ago. See how the universe works? Shout out to DC. Shout out to Jeffrey with the lemonade in hand. I got the Crown Royal. We're going to get started in a second. Let's get our sip on, fellas. And oh, that's good. That caramel is good. All right. But it's not about the women. Women was the last thing on the list. Cool. I could talk about his beautiful women down there. Cool. I talked about it. But as far as making the move for women, hell no. No, that's the last thing we want to continue to promote. You know why? Because that's what's giving people in the United States power, men and women power to talk about you guys. They ain't talking about me. They talk about y'all. They putting y'all down. Y'all going to these third world countries, to these poor, abandoned, hopeless women that's submissive just because they want a green card. I mean, they selling it. And I'm looking at these Colombian women that's going back to school, and all these Colombian women that's got college degrees and own businesses and politicians. And I'm looking like, if these women in the United States only knew what these sisters and these ladies in Colombia and in South America owned, and all these Porsche trucks and these Mercedes trucks and cars that these women driving around here, and all these women in here going in these malls buying Coach purses and Prada perfumes, Jimmy Choo shoes. If they knew what these women in Colombia were buying, please. The last thing they be worried about what these women are doing, talking about third world. But the reason why they use it as ammunition is because of this. Too many guys are making the women the centerpiece of why we travel, why we relocate. We're talking to the dating coaches. What the hell for? Because they think that the reason why we're moving is because of the women. And everybody's promoting the women, the women, the women. And I'm here to tell you, many of us have left the United States, and the last thing on our mind was the women. The women was a given. Beautiful women in South America is a given. You ain't got to put that on the list. That's like a cheat sheet. That's like let you get, a 3-pointer from the free throw line. That's cheating. So if it's automatic, no need of putting that on the list. So what else? What other reasons would a person leave the United States? Because I've had passport bros ask me that. Well, if you ain't leaving the United States for the women, why do you leave? I'm like, boy, you airhead for real. Shout out to DC. He said, man, I bought a flight. He said, I want to hear this. Good vibes. All right, Rob, we got a good one tonight. But before we go any further, we got the African Wolf in the building. Get your popcorn ready because we're going to talk tonight. But before we talk, you guys always know what I'm talking about. Whenever you guys travel, what are the 4 C's that you should always take with you? A, your cash. Number 2, your condoms. Number 3, pack your clothes. Number 4, things that you should always pack when you travel as a man is colognes. Always bring your colognes. I got a new one for you guys. Hold up. I was in San Andreas Island yesterday, right? And I'm looking at other colognes to purchase. So I purchased a couple more. And man, listen. We were on our way out the door. And I happened to glance over and I saw this bottle. Now the bottle will catch your attention right there. That rose gold will catch your attention right there. And I like rose oud anyway. So I like rose oud. But I never heard of the Mainton Martin brand, right? Bruh. When I open, God, when I opened up this cap the first time, man, dude, I literally in that store, I had to smell this container at least 8 times. I love oud as it is. I got a couple of bottles of rose oud, but this is one of the best rose oud colognes, which was not really expensive. Not really expensive. And I'm telling you, if you want to add something to your collection to make you smell unlike other men, because everybody's getting Sauvage, everybody's getting Creed Ventus, everybody's getting what else? Blue Chanel. Everybody's got the norms. You see what I'm saying? Some Gucci's. But I'm telling you, if you're a dude that want to stand out and smell like you a million, and I mean smell like you worth $1 million, I'm telling you that oud, boy, and that rose oud. Oh my God. And I thought, I'm gonna tell you something. I thought the king of 2022 was the African leather, and I still think the African leather, especially at $300 a bottle, is. I got this for my birthday. I thought this was the king. Nothing smells like this. Nothing. I've seen other female YouTubers that do colognes just find out about African leather because it's so rare. But this damn oud, this rose oud, man, listen. I'm telling you, Colombian women, especially just women in South America, I guess women in North America too, but I don't give a damn about what women in North America think anymore, what they like. But man, it's a smell that you have not smelled before, man. I'm telling you, it's got that woody cedar wood smell about it, first of all. That's gonna come punch you in the face. So it's come right out the wood, it comes right out the gate smelling like a man, right? And then it's like a cloud of cedar wood smell, and you can smell the it almost has a you can smell the rose or the roses in it, but it doesn't smell feminine at all. Like I said, you can smell the cedar wood, that manly cedar wood right out the gate. And all of a sudden you hear something, it's like you can hear something stomping in the background real slow. Boom, boom, and it's walking through the cloud. And it's that damn oud. And that oud cracked through the cloud of the smell of the rose and the cedar wood, and you like, God dang, what the fuck? That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what the is that? That's how this cologne smells. Like if the Hulk, that's how I'm telling you. If the Hulk wore cologne, this would be it. A cologne that brings out a cloud of one smell, and all of a sudden, boom, another smell come cracking through from out of nowhere, and that's that oud. And this is the cologne that the Incredible Hulk will wear. Believe that one. Believe that one. So this is the cologne of the week. Like I said, you have no reason not to have your 4 C's with you: your cash, your colognes, your condoms, and your clothes. Make sure you have all those when you're traveling, no matter where you go. All right, that's enough of those commercials. I need to be sponsored for some of this stuff. It's the final one in the building. And my boy T also is in the building. What's up, everyone? Ray, capital R, is in the building. Green tea for me. I ain't mad at you, brother. I did the green tea for quite a few weeks, trying to get over the flu. Shout out to all you guys that got over the flu, or your family members that got over the flu these past couple of weeks. I was calling home to the States to some partners. They sick. So all of us got better and got sick right around the same time. Chocolate King is in the building. Salute to you too. Global Paper. I saw Global Paper. Hey, Global, I saw you on a live stream the other day. It was a Brazilian one too. I was watching it. It was the female that's in Brazil, her channel. And I forget her name. Really good channel. She was interviewing some ladies, and she was talking to, and the ladies would talk about, what they look for when dating men in foreign countries. Would they move to a foreign country? Things like that. Shout out to Mississippi. Quicker letter I, PPI in the building. All right, Charles, regarding the women, especially in Brazil, I think Charles was on there too. I think Charles was on a panel too. Come to think of it, at the video I watched. I'm feeling like I've gotten desensitized to it, and I've gotten used to them. I just want to chill by the beach, enjoy football and music. Boy, you gotta love the football, man. That World Cup, boy. Woo! I can't wait for them brothers in France to beat the brakes off of Argentina. I can't wait to see them brothers whoop them white boys all day long. Yeah, because Croatia, hope I pronounced it correctly. They just played bad. But yeah, watch the World Cup. But you know what? I'm in a part desensitized to seeing so much beauty, but I still, as a man, I'm still aware of all this beauty around me. I was just coming from the store just about 10 minutes ago, right? And because I want to put some more data on the router. Shout out to the brother, that one of the brothers got the router. He happy with it too. and you could travel anywhere with it. Me and Andre was on San Andreas Island, and everywhere we went, we had our router in the backpack. Cool. We could do our Wi-Fi, computer, cell phones. We were good with everything. And I saw this little shorty walk past me, deep dish dimples, pretty long hair going down her back. I mean, fine. You don't get used to that. I can't get you, like the Bible says. The Bible says this: the eyes of a man is never full. And being in South America, I can believe that. The eyes of a man is never full. I forgot which chapter. I'm going to look that up, but it's in the Bible. And it says just like that: the eyes of a man is never full. And it's not in Proverbs. He said, congrats on your anniversary. Love your content always. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Kenneth, in the building. Stefano says, some of them take it too far. Yeah, they do. They're taking it too far and have another reason to travel for other than sex. They don't realize that. And they're giving so much ammunition to the women on TikTok, so much ammunition to the guys. And the guys are, I like what one guy said. He said, so you guys couldn't, okay, let's say things didn't work out in your state. So you tell them you have 50 states to choose from and you couldn't choose a good woman in all 50 states? And it made sense because that's how the passport bros are selling it. They're selling it as if the women are the reason why we're relocating or now vacationing is one thing. I can understand that. But why we're seriously relocating, like Taylor Made Dreams, like Ace, like us, like Austin Holloman, like individuals like Carlton of Carlton's Travel, who's right now in Thailand, just like Rich in Zoom to Thailand. People actually think it's for the women because the young guys are coming with the passport bros, and shout out to them brothers, but they're promoting it as if the number one reason you should be leaving the States is for the women, and that's not it. That's far from it. Women are on the bottom of the totem pole. That's why when I was creating this list, women didn't make the list. They didn't. When I put the top 10 reasons why I left the United States, women didn't even make the freaking list of top 10 reasons. Dude, I'm telling you, I could have wrote at least 15 reasons why I left the United States. And many of the reasons I have are parallel to the reasons that other men have. So it's not like I'm saying I'm about to say something special. And even my 15 reasons that I could have used, women didn't even make the top 15. Because women in South America and any other country, it's a given. They're there no matter where you go in the world. I agree with you, man. Congratulations on y'all anniversary. Shout out to you, brother. Andre and Andre, keep up the great work. And y'all, thank y'all for the information. I appreciate it very much. Anytime, Prescott, anytime. Now that I'm feeling better, and I mean, like, I'm at 98%. I know that I owe a lot of you guys the updated list for the online jobs. I keep saying I'm going to get that done, but now that I'm feeling better and I don't have to worry about doing the live stream and then laying back and take medicine, I'm good. Now I could go ahead and get that finished off. All right. Yeah, it does come off as desperate. It does. It comes off as desperate, comes off as thirsty. Absolutely correct. I swear that intro music is straight. I know, right? Shout out to Epidemic Sounds. Versace Eros is my cologne. Yeah, that Versace Eros. I actually have both of them. I've got the original Versace Eros for you guys out there. Not expensive right now. Great smelling cologne. Really good. Oh yeah, that smells real good. This is a club banger. Just in case you guys are wondering, if you couldn't take any cologne with you on a trip, you about to go to DR, you about to go Zoom to Thailand, you're about to come to Colombia, you don't know which cologne that you want to take. That's your guarantee right there. That is a classic. That is one of the most classic clubbing, date night, hang out, meeting a female colognes there is. if you don't get any other cologne in your collection, if you don't want to start your collection with any other, say, Andre, if it was one cologne that you would get and you would start a collection with, and I love Creed Aventus, I love the Sauvages, all those expensive ones and things like that. But without having to break the bank, I think this is like between, I think this one right here, this 100 mil is like $50, $60, maybe. It's a classic, and you can wear it with blue jeans, a suit. You can wear it with whatever you want. That Eros. But let's say you want to take it to the next level in 2022. We talked about this last week. The Eros Flame. This is one of Andre's favorite ones that I wear. That flame. That, you can smell. You can smell that vanilla come out, and then also that cedar wood in here as well. It has it meets you with like almost that vanilla meets you almost like with a citrus smell, but it's not sweet. Don't think I'm talking about sweet, because you know we think about perfume sweet. It's not that. And then it hits you with that wood. And I'm not talking about oud. I'm just talking about that cedar wood that's in that Eros Flame. So just in case you want to take it to the next level in 2022, but this is definitely one of the kings of colognes. Without a doubt, it's a starter cologne. It is, you can get this one for your 21-year-old or for a 61-year-old. That's how good this cologne is. That's how good this cologne is. Without a doubt. And of course, you could never go bad with, if you don't know what to get yourself, you're lost. You're like, you know, I don't know what to buy. Andre and them talk about all these dang colognes. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Something that's fresh coming out the shower. It's classic. It's been a king forever. You cannot go wrong with Blue Chanel. You cannot. You can't make them. Blue Chanel smells good on everybody's skin. You could be from the Middle East. You could be a white dude from Kentucky. You could be a brother from the hood. Blue Chanel smells good on every single man, no matter what age, as long as you wash your butt, of course. But it smells good on every man. It's that cologne. It's a every man's cologne. That's exactly what it is. Let's put these back. Okay, put those up there. Okay, let's get ready to go back to the comment section. And like I mentioned before, guys, tonight's drinking hand is the salted caramel Crown Royal that you brothers blessed me with. Thank you very much. Andrea loves it. I'm going to make sure I leave something tonight for her. She loves it. She loves when you guys introduce her, because you know they don't have Crown down here like in the States. So all those flavors they don't have here. So whenever you guys bring some Crown down, it's the first time that she's ever tasted any of those flavors. He said, let me look up this cologne real quick. Yeah, that Eros, man, I'm telling you, it is literally, if you go on, especially if you come into Colombia, because you know salsa, bachata, merengue, all the dances are close up. You're holding that person. So that Versace Eros is made for that. It's not too strong, but it's strong enough to where she's like, God, woo, let's dance again. She want to give you that number just because you smell, man, dude. You just don't know how much play you can get just because you smell good. He said, was that Curly Fragrance? Yeah, that's my girl, Curly Fragrance, boy. She likes that spice bomb. If you ever guys ever want to watch a YouTuber, Curly Fragrance, I love her. She's a European white girl, but she bisexual. So she wears men colognes, but she knows she's very detailed with it. Like I'm learning it as a hobby over the last year. So my hobby is starting to become colognes and the scents and how it really works and the how different houses that make colognes and things like that. But she's very thorough with it. Yeah, Curly Fragrance. No, the video that I'm talking about, Charles, where you were on the live stream and it was a female in Brazil. Yeah, Renita Lopez. That's right. Yeah, I watched that. This morning. World Cup, Argentina, man, Argentina ain't taking nothing but an L. Ain't taking an L. Shout out space and place out there, spaces and places out there. What router is that? This is the Nighthawk Netgear Nighthawk. That's made by Netgear. It's the Nighthawk, and you can tell right there that it's one. Where you see that one is, that means my computer's connected to it, but I could connect up to 20 electronic devices to this. So when me and Andrea, when we went to DR, throw it in my backpack. First thing we did, we went to at the airport, we got an SD card. Put the SD card in here, had all the data, threw it in my backpack. I connected my computer, I had my cell phones. Andrea had her 2 cell phones connected to it. Bam. It's called the Nighthawk M1100. Nighthawk M1100 by Netgear. And we've had this one for 2 years. No issues, no problems. And whenever we go to another country, we just throw a SIM card in there, bada bing, bada boom. I don't have to get a SIM card for Andrea's phone. I don't have to get a SIM card for my phone. When we were in San Andreas, we were using it. We like just throw it off in there. We didn't even have to really use the hotel's Wi-Fi because we already had disconnected. That's how cool it was. And now one of you brothers actually purchased it. One of the brothers hit me up. He said, "Dre, I just got the router. I'm good. I'm on my way down." And I was so happy for him. Let me get rid of this bot real quick. All right. Black by Design. Energy drink and water in hand. He said, on the road heading home. I ain't mad at you, brother. Listening made activated. He said, shout out to the chat. All right, brothers. Let me make sure that I put the banner up for the Cash App. So anybody that wants to donate to the Cash App, let me know. Remember, we're donating all of this month's Cash App donations to the Children's Cancer Foundation here in Cali, Colombia. Right now, we have $254 that you guys have given so far this month, and we're already have our 500 put to the side. So whatever you guys donate plus our 500, we're going to do a live donation on their website on this channel too. So we're going to all donate together, in other words. So that's what's up. All right. Shout out Vaseline before you he says pro tip, a little Vaseline before you out the cologne lasts a lot. True. That is true, my friend. Absolutely correct. Wherever you put your cologne on a regular basis, just a little Vaseline there, whether it be on the wrist or whatever, and it does make the cologne lasts a lot longer. That's an absolutely great pro tip for you guys that didn't know that. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you for that tip. I appreciate that. All right, CBV says, get those likes up. Yes, guys, click the like button if you don't mind. The like button allows YouTube to know, hey, let's invite other people into this live stream. So definitely, guys, make sure you click that on. He said, I have a ton of colognes, but do I need to get Blue Chanel? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Because you know what I like about Blue Chanel? I was about to reach for it. I have colognes that I wear to sleep. I have colognes that I wear to the gym. Like Blue Chanel is an excellent gym cologne because it doesn't. It's such a clean scent. It throws out a good smell. So even when you're coming out the shower, a fresh squeeze of the cologne before you go to bed, you're smelling all good when you're laying down with that special someone. It's not strong. See, I wouldn't wear oud to bed. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't wear something that's as strong as oud to the bedroom. But a Blue Chanel, I will wear that. I got a couple of colognes. I got a classic one. I would wear the 1 million I will wear that to bed. It's very subtle. And that's what I mean by some of these subtle summer colognes are really good. They're not too strong. That allure on Om, the sport, or the I got the extreme up there. This is good for the gym. This is really good for the gym. Classic, the 212 VIP, classic. Very good smelling, straight out the shower. And I mean, literally straight out the shower. This is a Netflix and chill cologne. This is you ain't going nowhere. You at the house, she coming over to the house, or you just by yourself and you just chilling and you just want to smell good for you because I smell good for me many a day. And you just put on something that's just clean. It just smells clean when you're coming out. Sometimes you don't want to just smell like deodorant when you're coming out, coming out the shower. Sometimes you want to still smell good throughout the day, even if you ain't going no dang where. You just watching football, smelling good, because you never know what little honey might want to pop over during halftime. And so this one is a classic. It's been around forever. It's not expensive, like $20, $25. You can get that Kohl's. And it has a very, very clean. That's one thing I like about it. I don't wear this cologne for nothing else, but if I'm hanging around the house or if I'm about to go to bed. But you can wear this to the gym as well because it has such a clean smell. And I'm telling you, here in Colombia, hey, these Colombian dudes like to smell good while they getting their workout. Don't be left behind, because the ladies coming in with perfume on, smelling all good. Like, girl, I'm only supposed to be lifting weights. They smelling all good. So you like, I'm not about to be left behind. So ain't nobody in there smelling like sweat. Everybody smelling like a special scent. All right. All right. Homie in the building. What's up, man? Homie says, my reason is leaving goes in this order. Oh, reason for leaving. Let's see. Cost of living, that's on my list. Dislike for U.S. culture, that's on the list. Better quality of food, you got me. I didn't put food on the list. I did not put that, which is absolutely true. Fear of the crazy, let's say 4, fear of crazy decision to mass delete people. This is true. Number 5, don't keep up with the Joneses. I had that one on my other list in 2019 when I did the list. That's a good list, man. That's a real good list. Even though I didn't, you brought up at least 3 that I didn't bring up on my list. All right, let's get ready to go to Ebony TV. He says you are one of the few putting out the most videos talking about women to smash. You're one of the few out here that most of the videos are talking about women to smash, which is a childish mentality, grown men thinking like teenagers. You are one of the few pointing out. Thank you, brother. I think you said putting out. Thank you, Ebony. Or Ebony might be a female too. Shout out to Ebony. Either way, women are women around the world. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just like the rest of the guys. I do realize that there's some gorgeous, flawless women in South America. I am not crazy. I know that once we move to Europe, I'm going to be a sad soul. Okay. Like I'm around all nothing but just pale people all day long. There's some sisters out there. But Argentina is going to let Messi go out with the no. That's what Andrea said. Andrea said the same thing about Messi getting the cup. I told Andrea this: Messi gonna get messed up when they play this Sunday. You better believe that. Them brothers coming for it. You could tell them brothers in France was hungry. Did you see how fast they scored on Morocco? They scored in 5. It wasn't even 5 minutes. Goal. They stopped Morocco so bad. Morocco, just go home. Go home, Morocco. And the only reason Argentina won is because the other team didn't even come to play. They ain't had no energy or nothing. I'm like, man, they about to lose, man. I could have beat them. All right. He said, "Oh, that's the next level. Always putting us on." All right, here we go. He said, good looking on the router. Boy, let me set up my haberdashery back on Maine. Yeah, Dre, you put you got 200 something in Cologne. Man, dude, I got about I gotta have about, because this one here was 250 by itself. This is 250. So I got at least 6 or 7 colognes. It's like 250, 300 a piece. So I'm sitting on like maybe $1,500 worth of colognes. Maybe $1,500, $2,000 worth. No, I don't think I'm high as 2,000. I think maybe $1,500 worth of colognes. Let me turn this light up a little bit. Maybe 15. I like collecting colognes. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I mean, I drink with you guys, but I don't drink just to drink. I don't smoke anything. I'm not a gambler. And 90% of the time I'm working or working out in the gym. So I just decided, like, maybe mid last year, you know, I've been following Jeremy Fragrance on YouTube for like the last 3 years. And then the other brother, the bow tie guy out of Atlanta. And I've also been followed out. That's how I got turned on to Kevin Samuels, his cologne videos. And Alpha M, the white boy, I was following him with his colognes and everything and style. And the other white boys with the brother, Gentleman's Gazette, them dudes, them dressing mother. You talk about some dress. Follow on YouTube, Gentleman's Gazette. Them dudes are like 1.5 million subscribers, and they dress to the T. And they show you how to dress to the T casually, when you're going out or when you just hanging around the house. These dudes dress to a T. These dudes are so thorough that they do reviews of how they dress in how they dress in movies. Like they took Scarface, they broke down the clothing, how, you know, the styles were put together for the movie, from the Hawaiian shirts all the way to Scarface attire. They broke down the clothing attire of the Godfather, and they showed you all the mistakes that in the Godfather. They were like, that would never be worn. This would They were breaking every. I'm like, I never thought about that. That lapel wouldn't go with that, because they would actually, that lapel didn't come out until so forth and so. You're like, oh, okay, oh, all right. So that lapel is not in, couldn't go with that movie, because that movie. And I was like, oh, break it down, break it down. I mean, they break it down clothing from black and white movies all the way through. So Gentleman's Gazette, those dudes, is 2 white boys and a brother. And I'm telling you, man, listen, they doing it big. All right. We haven't even got to the topic yet. Let me let me scroll on through, guys. Shout out to Jeffrey, my uncle, in the building. Lotions work better with my cologne lasting. Okay, that's a good tip too. Lotions last better with my cologne lasting at least 7 to 8 hours. That's a good tip. If you start a cologne channel, I'll support. I've been tempted. I've been so tempted, man, but I've been so busy with this one, and then our short channel. I got a book coming out, and Andrea's channel, and then, you know, you got Mostly Money. Mostly Money's just been blowing up over the last, you know, thank the Lord, been blowing up again over the last month. We've gotten over 6,000 subscribers in the last month, and a couple of our videos just went crazy. And so it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. All right. He said, when I was single, I was misguided. I watched the skinny tall guy talking about image. His name was Kevin Samuels. Yeah, I know. I was watching Kevin. I was watching Kevin. I kid you not, where he was skinny, just a skinny tall dude, man. Like what was his first cologne? First video Kevin did cologne was Tom Ford's Black Orchid. That was his first video. Time for his black orchid. All right. Okay, let me scroll. Let me scroll. I got everybody in. Is that Gail up in here? Is that the Gail Nelson up in here? Oh man, we must stop everything. Can't believe Ronaldo is out. I can believe he's out. Yes, I can. Yes, he is out. He's not in it. Yes, I'm rolling with France this year. I like them boys. I like that energy. I'm rolling with France this year. So y'all can have Argentina, even though I should be rolling with South America. I'm gonna roll with France this year. I remember a couple years ago when France won it in France. Could tell them nothing. That would have been a good final match. That would have been a good final match too. If it was Ronaldo and Messi, it would have been a good one. I can't deny that one. Messi's too old. French, yeah, the French boys, young energy. Messi with 400 miles. Yeah. Have to retire soon. I think he said this is going to be he might be his last year. He might be retiring after this year. Hopefully he gonna retire without a cup because them French boys coming at him. Yeah, them young kids, please. He said, Andrew, I need that cologne. Yeah, man. Listen. Ooh. I got quite a few up there, man. I got quite a few. Smoking is not good. It really shows us. He said, smoking is not good. It really slows us down. True. I don't think we need additional expenses, living expenses overseas. Yes. No matter where you live in the world, smoking is expensive. Cigarettes are expensive. Smoking anything else is expensive. So, and I never was into it. Maybe because my mom and my sister smoked cigarettes, and I saw what it did to their bodies and their expenses. So I was like, that's not for me. I don't like the fact that over 40-year-old guys keep shading young men. Chocolate King. Everyone acts like they weren't young and eager once. Let young men have fun. Absolutely correct. I can agree with that 100%, Chocolate King. The only thing is that the young men who are traveling are selling the idea, and some older dudes too. Don't get me wrong. So if I use the term younger men, it's also some older dudes too, are selling the narrative of the reason why we're relocating, the reason why we're traveling is for the ladies. And that's not it. That's not it. Now, for some guys, yes, but many of us, no, that's not our reason. So when people sit back and say, oh, you one of those passport bros or blue book gentlemen, yeah. So you travel for the ladies. Nah, I could care less about the ladies. I kid you not. It's a given. It's a given. It's gorgeous. You got gorgeous women like Gail Nielsen all throughout her country. All throughout her country. You don't have to say, I wish it was somebody beautiful like her. No, it's people women that look just like her, if not more beautiful, which is hard to do, in her country. It's a given. So it is with here in Colombia. A lot of you guys see some of the most gorgeous women all day long. It's a given, so you don't even have to put that on the list. And so I agree with you when it comes to a Chocolate King. When it comes to the young brothers, I agree with you 100%. But I'm not just talking about the young guys. I really am not. I'm talking about there are a lot of guys that are out there selling the misconception to the public that most of us are traveling or relocating because of the women. And that's not the truth. For example, there are over 1.1 million Americans that live in Mexico alone. And it's not just all women. And many of those men did not move just for the women in Mexico. There are several other reasons other than women. There are over 1.1 million Americans living in Mexico. Portugal is the new California, they say. And the last reason people are talking about moving to Portugal is because it's the women. So when people perceive that it's the women, the true narrative or the true advantage that they can have of relocating outside of the United States is not being presented or given to them in a fair manner. Tailor Made Dreams could put out videos talking about the ladies all day long, and guys will watch it. And as soon as he started talking about real estate, you got a few guys watch it here, a few guys watch it there. You got Austin Holloman, who could talk about women, but when he talks about the different cities, nobody really wants to hear it because they want to hear what he has to say about the women. Why? Because the narrative has been pushed and presented so much that it's oversaturating the true narrative of why we move and why we're relocating. And I'm gonna tell you now, the reason why I'm having peace of mind, whether I was with Andrea or not, it ain't got nothing to do with the woman. Before I met Andrea and I came to this country, I had peace. And these are the reasons why. Number one reason why I left the United States. As I was growing older as a man, I realized that there are very few programs that were out there in the United States that would help a man if he was in need or an older person in need. The United States is not built to assist and help older people. Dude, I'm 55. I'm not even about to pretend like I'm 25 and 35. I'm 55. There are no health programs out there to encourage men to take care of their health. There is no healthy food programs for older men. There is nothing to encourage older men to drink water, to encourage older men to go to the gym. They want you to grow older, work until your body tears down as a man. You die before the woman. You make sure you have your affairs in order as far as your insurance and burial insurance. But that's the best that you get as a man, and that's not true. There's a lot of benefits out here in the world that's waiting for you as a man, and you don't have to live your 55 or 65s or 45s with your body being torn down. That's one of the reasons why I left the United States, because I knew I had a better opportunity to live a healthier life as a man and as an older person outside the United States than my body tearing down immediately in the United States. As a Black person, statistically, you have a 50% more of a chance of dying of heart failure in the United States than most countries of the world. We're talking about first world country, United States, since they want to talk about that all the time. United States supposed to be all that, right? If it's all that, why does the United States rank number 37 in the world for medical? But yet you got Colombia ranking number 27? No, 17? So why would I be at 50 plus years old, and even some of you guys 40 plus years old, why would I pay thousands upon thousands of dollars in copay in the United States, and I'm not even getting the best medical services in the world, and I'm not even getting the healthiest food and the best water, when I could come to another country and live a healthier life? Better air, better, just the elements itself, better air, better water, better land. Just that. So that was my first reasons, was my health. Some of you dudes, your bodies are tearing down while you're in the States. You stress the heck out. The suicide rate of Black men is going up like crazy. Men are taking their lives. One of my favorite statements that's on a t-shirt of the Black Man's Travel Group, the Black Man's Travel Group with Aaron, is travel is therapy. Some dudes will still be alive if they just took advantage of their passports and just got out of their elements for a minute and went somewhere else to breathe, let their spirit breathe. Some of y'all spirits haven't breathed in a long time because I got responsibility for this. I got responsibility. I got to take care of it. I'm on top of that. I want to build this. In the United States, it's constantly pulling you down the further up you climb. I couldn't take that. Some of y'all can do it. Hats off to you. At 50 plus, I was like, I'm out. I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not about to sit up here and statistically 5 years after the average American retires from your factory or your foundry or your plant job or the job that you've been working 20, 25, 30 years. Did you know statistically that the average American dies within 5 years after retirement? Because America makes you feel like you have no reason to be alive. You're not working anymore. You're not a worker bee. Then why are you still here? And slowly you deteriorate because you are not 9 to 5 in it anymore or 9 to 9 in it anymore. Your body for all those 30 years was accustomed to wear and tear. And now it's not being worn and torn. Your body begins to slowly shut itself down in the United States. And that's what they want. You're no use to us. You got to go. Let me make sure that the Wi-Fi is working good. Okay, let me know if I'm freezing, guys. Oh, that's my fault. There we go. All right, let me see what you guys got to say. So that was my first reason, was for my health, for my longevity. Not about women, but it was about my longevity. It was about me living a healthy life. We got 68 people here. Make sure that Charles says Francis and Winnie. Don't hate Charles. Don't hate the great. Yeah, France, and that's the other reason why they're going to lose. I'm going to win because France, most of their team is mainly Africa. And a shout out to the brothers. Okay, Tom Ford, Fifth Avenue. Man, you just got to say Tom Ford, and it's basically going to be a good cologne. Absolutely correct. He says, very hard to find. Came out like 2004, 2005. Smell like cedar wood cigar box. Oh, man. Velvet cake. Yeah, let me put that down on my list right now, brother. Fifth Avenue. And the cool thing is, a lot of time when colognes go out of production in the United States, I find them here in South America. It's crazy. Like, you can't find it anywhere in the States. And as soon as I look for it, it's right here. It'll be a cologne that's not even in production anymore. And it'll be here in the United States. Shout out to Los in the building. Just chilling. All right. He said, I left the States with the military after high school and never went back. That was in 92. I don't blame you, brother. I do not blame you. I have nothing to get. In other words, another thing also, guys, when we talk about the States, it's not that we have to attack or we have anything against the States or against the people of the States. It's just like it wasn't for us. You ever date a fine chick that got on your nerve and everybody else was like, man, how you leave her? Dog, how you, dog? Oh, dog, you left that? You ever date that fine chick that all your boys and all your friends are like, how you leave her? She got the cleft, she got the dimples too, she got freckles, green hazel eyes, she got the curly hair, body by Fisher. You Detroit boys know what that is. The body by Fisher, calves and thighs. And she worked your last mother nerve. And everybody, all your boys, like, man, if she was I drink her bath, well, I do. And you like, man, and you telling everybody you can have her. And they looking at you like, Crazy. They don't understand why. How could you leave something so beautiful? And you don't hate her. You ain't mad and angry at her. You're not calling her out of her name. But it just doesn't work out. She ain't for you in the long haul. That's the United States. When everybody else is looking at you like, how can you leave her fine tail? She looks so good. She got that. Ain't no way in the world I leave the United States. She looked too good. And you telling everybody else, I don't hate her, but you can have her. And some of you brothers can relate to the story I just told, because many of you brothers have been in that position where you had the hot chick and everybody else tried to convince you to stay with the hot chick just because she was hot, and you knew that this wasn't going to work out. It just wasn't going to work out. That's me and a lot of other brothers with United States. I ain't mad at the hot chick. I cared about the hot chick, but she don't belong to me. She ain't mine. She yours. All right. He said, Viva la representation. Put respect on Francis' name. Y'all funny, boy. Y'all, let me scroll down. Shout out to Kings and Dreams in the building. My boy Jay. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He puts out excellent content. Okay, facts. I had an epic stream with Todd on Wednesday, but we didn't discuss, or show women. Absolutely correct. These guys could have a topic and talk about travel, and yet and still don't have to bring up the topic of women all the time. Are women a part of our narrative and part of our travel and part of our experience? Yes, that's globally. But to talk about women in a thirsty way, that's one thing that me and Los, and all the time that we've been knowing each other, and all the time we've been around these women in Colombia, even when we just have a conversation, we never talk about the women in a thirsty way, like, oh my God, look at her, or like we freaking monsters or something. It just ain't that serious, because we know that once this hot chick rolls by, 5, 4, 3, 2, here comes another one. It's South America. You will never be able to sit back and say, oh man, that's the most beautiful. No, it's not. Wait till the next one come by. She's gonna be just as fine. She's gonna be just as fine. You'll never see the hottest chick in Brazil because there's somebody finer than her. You'll never see in the finest, hottest chick in Argentina because somebody finer than her. Chile, Uruguay, Paraguay, Guyana. Even though some fine was there, you'll always see somebody that looks better than somebody. So you don't have to be thirsty about it. But these dudes that become thirsty with it, they make us all look bad, throwing money in the air and like you just don't care, trying to get attention and look at me, posting their photos. Look at me, nothing but they never post photos of doing something productive. Don't try to sell to the world that we men are only about the women. That's a part of it, but that's not the main part of why we do what we do. He said most discriminated age group in America is between 55 and 65. Absolutely correct. Especially in corporate world. Absolutely correct. He said, rest in peace, Twitch. Rest in peace. Absolutely. No need to lose money. Great. He said great clinics for everyone in Medellin. Medellin has, like I often mentioned, Medellin has out of the top 12 medical hospitals, medical facilities in all of South America, 7 of them are in Medellin, Colombia alone. One of the reasons I mentioned to you guys earlier, one of the reasons why Andre and I, even though we wanted to move to the country region, we want to move to Manizales, we want to move to Armenia, we want to move to Beretta. We really want to move. We really like that region. But Andrea says, I know my husband is older. Not old, but older. So we need to be in a big city that has the medical facilities just in case we need them in 10 years. In 10 years, I'll be 65, fellas. 65. 65. I need to be around some hospitals and some clinics. See what I'm saying? Just in case. Medellin and Cali has great doctors, good doctors. Absolutely correct. Shout out to my man Jermaine in the building. Jermaine in the building. Yes, sir. So I gotta have those, man. Let me scroll down some. I know I'm gonna miss some of you guys' comments. He say hot chick, good for the benefits I needed. But hell, if she isn't disty and get on your nerves, absolutely correct. Then there's the police who had used her against me as a black man. That hot chick, she's America. Yeah. So I know you guys can relate to that story. Shout out to Riches. Yeah. Shout out to Gail always. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. She's always supporting the brotherhood. All right. Shout out to Poor Man 313 in the building. Number 2, reason why I left the United States. I don't have any children, but I want to have some children. And I want to have some children that I raised. And it costs $300,000 per child in the United States. $300,000 to get that boy or that young lady to 18. $300,000 per. Some of y'all got 2-3 kids. $300,000 per knucklehead to get them from 0 to 18 in the United States to buy the same Colgate that I buy in South America. You paying what? $2 and something, something. I'm paying 54 cents. That same Colgate for my child. Those same Pampers that you paying what? $25, $30, I'm guessing. $25, $30 a box. They only like $9, $10 a box in Colombia. Private school, daycare center, all that stuff. $300,000 per org, per nut, per birth. You bringing that child in the world. Next time your child walk past you and go into the kitchen and grab something out the refrigerator or out the cupboard, by the time they get done going into your refrigerator and through your cupboards, you will be down $300,000. You just keep on buying Blue Chanel, $25 a bottle, because that's all you're going to be able to afford until you get your business going. Shout out to my man Victor in the building. Shout out to Victor. Welcome home, brother. So I said, if I'm going to be raising some kids, because I was a stepdad, raised some kids, but from the age of 4 years old all the way through college. So I already know how much it costs. So I was a stepdad for 14 years. And it's my turn. Shout out to Coops Corp. Make sure you guys subscribe to this man's channel. Man, if you want to see some great content from Africa, as well as other islands that people don't talk about, like Belize and things like that, go to Coops Corner. And you want to see some styling? You think I'm fashion? That dude is all fashion. Too smart decision that I've made in life. Yeah, I got mine too, brother. See, now when Andre and I get ready to have a child, we already went to the doctor here. He already showed me the steps to get it reversed, so forth and so forth. But a vasectomy, until you decide that you want to have kids, because it can be reversed. My boy did it exactly like that. I had got mine, kid you not, got my vasectomy in 2004, and he got his like a couple months later. Because he asked me, say, Dre, well, how was it? Was it painful? Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, man, cool. Man, snip, you good. I said, I literally told him, I said, by the time the doctor got done telling me the story of how he got his vasectomy, he was done with mine. That's how easy it was. It was like a pinch, and you good. And it's like a bridge. It's like they just separate a bridge. And it's just like, it's like that now. And then when you get ready to reverse it, they sever the bridge back. That's how it works. And so we already went to the doctor, and the doctor already showed me what steps and showed me what they're going to do and so forth. But to have a vasectomy and you decide on when you want to have kids. So my boy had his vasectomy. He got married, and then maybe a year into his marriage, his wife already had a daughter. He already had 2 kids from his first marriage. So he was like, we're done, blah, blah, blah. I already have my vasectomy. I'm cool. But then they decided that they want to expand their family. They want to have kids together, his new wife. Great couple. They're doing great. And they were in an excellent financial position. And so he got it reversed. And now they got 2 more kids. So even getting it reversed, and he was at like 40. So even getting it reversed, you can still have your kids. So don't think if you get a vasectomy, you can't get it reversed and have a family. You can still get it reversed and have a family. But I would rather get it and have all my fun than to sit up here, have fun, and I'm like Future and Nick Cannon at $300,000 a lick. Man, ain't no way in heck y'all. Hey, I would not get nobody in the United States pregnant. No. No, not with a passport, I wouldn't. If you're a brother with a passport and you still getting females pregnant in the United States and you ain't wearing condoms because you don't like how they feel, because you go numb with a condom, man, you better come up with some idea. You better start getting you some Blue Chews, or you better start exercising so your blood flow can go better, or you better start getting something to keep them condoms on. Because to sit back and have a passport and have a brand new child with that new car smell, born in 2022, man, you might as well take that passport, put it right up in that closet for the next 18 years. 300,000 a lick. And we're just talking about just average kids. We ain't talking about like nobody rich, balling out of control. No, we're just talking about regular inflation, recession prices that you're paying right now for food, for Pampers, for to have the baby. To have just to have the baby. You coming out of what? 4,500, 5,000? What, 6,000? I'm guessing 6,000 just to copay just to have the child in the United States. Yeah, okay. That's the other reason I wanted to have a family, and I wasn't going to sit up there and go broke in the United States just because the United States say you got to pay out the tail. Number 3 reason why I moved. I knew that if I wanted to have a family, I knew that I wanted to be married. And the marriage and the divorce laws in the United States are 100. Marriage, divorce, and child support laws are 100% in favor of the ladies, and 100%. I wouldn't say 100. I would say at least 98%, because every once in a while you see a father get child support. Divorce laws, marriage laws, and child support laws are mainly against men. If you are a man in the United States and you want to have a family, it's hell on high water if anything goes wrong. Let her cheat. She still might end up with the house. Let her accuse you of cheating. She gonna get the house, the kids, and alimony. And she ain't gotta have no proof that nobody been with you. Just because she said so. In the United States now, you don't even have to prove that you the child's father. If you watch the movie by our brother Frustrated 2, not 3 that just came out, Frustrated 2 on the child support laws, you wouldn't dare have a child or get married in the United States again. They had in the movie Frustrated 2, this one Spanish dude, he was so frustrated. He said, I have proven that I am not the father of this child that y'all keep trying to put on me. He said, I'm married. I have come out of $30,000 in child support and court fees going back. I've got proof in my hand I'm not the father. And y'all still taking money out of my paycheck, which is out of my family's mouths. Y'all gotta stop. He's in court telling the judges this, pleading and begging after paying $30,000 for a child that the DNA has already proved it's not his child. You think I want to stay in a country that was going to do me like that? No, let's be for real. Because some of y'all like to convince people to stay in the United States, like your people used to try to convince you to stay with the one hot chick because she was a hot chick. Dogs, Dre, you need to give her another chance, Dre. She too fine, Dre. Come on, Dre, she too fine. Maybe it ain't as bad as you think it is, bro. Give her another chance, dog. Don't break up with her, man. You gonna be sad if you break up with her. You know, one of your partners gonna try to holler at a dog. You leave her, one of your partners gonna be. And I would say, dude, she's such a headache. Go and take her. Y'all can have her. Dude, I was so quick to give away. Y'all just don't know Dre. I was so quick to give away a hot chick to my boys. Y'all can have her. If y'all drooling over her so bad, y'all can have her. I don't want her. Y'all think just because she hot, she not a headache and working my last nerve. And her sex ain't even that good. She only get firehead. She just look good. So it is with the United States. United States don't even get firehead. She just look good. United States don't even got no orgasm. She ain't got nothing. But she look good to everybody else. So everybody else is trying to convince you to stay in the United States. And I'm telling you, if you want a family as a man, I be seeing you dudes ready to jump off bridges. I done see some dudes. How many dudes? Remember that video that came out last year? Where the dude was on Facebook, the brother was on Facebook Live. He had already expired his current girlfriend. He went on Facebook Live. It was last July, something like that. It was like I tried to tell everybody, wouldn't nobody listen. You know, some of y'all know what my baby mama been putting me through with these kids. The kids was waiting in the car. He said, but I told her this is her last day. This Facebook Live. Dude walked up in, he said, oh, and there she is right there. Walked right up in here, walked right up in the house, expired her, expired himself, while the kids are waiting in the car. That's the United States. So when I tell y'all you want her, you can have her. And he's not the only brother and the only male that's going. And it ain't even about race. It ain't about black, white, Asian dudes going through it. Latin dudes going through it. East Indian dude, Native American dude. Name a culture of male in the United States. And I guarantee you, somebody in that culture can give you a story about a divorce, child support, or hell on wheels in a marriage. Also, you live in, let's say you're a good dude in the United States. You ain't did nothing wrong. I just finished watching a YouTube video of a young lady. Her husband bought her a brand new house in Alabama. 3 kids, raised them. She decided she wanted to get with her trifling ex from high school. Left her husband. Fortunately, he kept the house. Left her husband, who had been busting his butt that whole time. Anytime you got 70 to 80% divorce rates that have been initiated by women, that means that as soon as you sign on that dotted line, you sit up there crying and she walking down the aisle in the white dress, you got a 70 to 80% chance that she gonna file a divorce on you, and even if you ain't done nothing wrong. Now, in many cases, men and women have maybe done something wrong, but in the United States, you got more of a chance of your woman walking out on you than you walking out on her statistically. In the United States, statistically, there are more black men. Just to talk about on this part, I'm gonna talk about race. There are more black men that are married in the United States than there are black women. And that's just because, well, there's more women. No, when men get married, they trying to stay married. Well, men cheat. No, statistics, they already found out this year there are more black women cheating than black men. Yeah, sisters, y'all passed us up. 2022, y'all throwing the coochie everywhere. Whether you're married or single, y'all just tossing coochie everywhere. So I can't trust you with your coochie. I can't trust you because you're 70% more of a chance that you're going to file divorce on me. I can't trust you because if we file divorce, the judge going to give you everything. I can't trust you because I'm going to end up paying alimony. I can't trust you because I'm going to end up paying child support out the yin yang for the next 18 years, which is going to be adding up to where we're going to have to split $300,000 to get at least one of the kids across the finish line at 18 years old. And you're going to stay in the United States for that. I said no. That was my third reason for leaving. Kid you not, in all sincerity, I want a family. I want my kids, and I want a stable environment for my kids. If the United States wasn't stable enough for me. No. No. Number 4 reason why I left the United States. Let me go in the comment section for a second. Shout again to victory. Let me step out of the conversation. I'm dipping now. Average Man Unplugged. Make sure you guys subscribe to that brother, man. I'm addicted to watching his content. I have friends in that bad. I have friends like that bad influences. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the live stream. Make sure you click that like button. Kenny Peoples in the building. I got my passport already. Just got to take a vacation depending on where I went to go or want to go. Man, it don't matter if you go to Mexico, Canada, just go. Just go for your first one. Just go. Just get that first tat on your passport. Just get that first. Don't let it. Don't overthink it. Don't. I'm going to Medellin. If you can't get to Mexico. If you can't get to Mexico, just cross the border of Canada. Just get that first down. Get that first tat. And the rest of them go just come behind it. I promise you. I promise you that. Don't overthink that first vacation. That first time you go get that tat. He said, yeah, Dre, there's a lot of deleted right now. Yeah. A lot of brothers deleting themselves, deleting their families, because of the stress and the pressures that it takes to be a man in the United States. It is dudes. Is it just me, or is it hard as heck to be a man in the United States? You can't give a compliment no more. Number 4 was HR and corporate America. That's the other reason why I left the United States. Number 4, I didn't get a chance to go down in all the comments. You can't give a compliment no more. Oh, man, your shoes look nice. Oh, man, what's that perfume you got on today? First thing, you can't open up a door for a female no more. First thing, HR. It's a couple of y'all in these comments right now. you'd have been called. I done been called to HR for giving a compliment. You know I'm transparent. I gave a compliment one day. 2 days later, me and my boss, I told Andre this story. Me and my boss downstairs in HR. We both looking like, what the heck we doing here? I said, what you do? He said, what you do? I said, I don't know why I'm here. I'm about to give the lady in HR a compliment on her nice bracelet. She said, Andre, you know why you're here? I don't know why I'm here. She said, a young lady said that you gave her a compliment about her heels. And I said, oh, pause. I say, first of all, I give compliment to everybody that's looking good, male or females. If a dude is clean, dude, hey, you clean. Hey, bro, what's that cologne you got on? I said, I like style and fashion. I don't care if it's male or female. I said, I was about to give you a compliment on your bracelet. She said, that's what I mean, Andre. You can't give people compliments. I said, what? She said, no, you can't. You can't give male compliments because they may be offended. You can't give female compliments because they might be offended. This young lady was offended that you gave her. My boss said, wait a minute. I've seen Andre for the last 3 years compliment everybody. Upper management to new people walking in the building. He said, Andre never offended anybody. She said, I understand that. That's why we're just giving him a warning. I know I ain't the only brother that it had that happen to. So y'all could be quiet in the little comment section if y'all want to, but at least or if it didn't happen to you, you got a partner that it happened to, that he lost his job because some female went to HR, talk about something. He tried to get and he looking like, I don't even know who this person is. And now I got tired of the corporate games, ups and downs. You can't say nothing to the female, fat shaming. I got tired of all that LGBTQing. I got tired of all them games in the United States. I got tired of that. You cannot be a heterosexual, everyday, old school man anymore in the United States. I got tired of that. You can't. You just can't. There's always some type of compromise somewhere in your manhood. You got to compromise when it comes to being a dad. You got to compromise at work. You got to compromise when it comes to this and that. The kids can't even sit back and have a winner or losers. They even got a trophy for winners, and there's a trophy for participation. When I was a kid, it was winners and losers. And you just come back next season and you try to win next season. No, they got participation trophies now. So everybody's a winner. Everybody ain't a winner. Old school men know that you work hard to win, or you work hard and sometimes you lose in life. But hey, come back around again and try it one more time. That's what's called the next season. You just cannot be just a regular, everyday, heterosexual, regular with opinion dude. If you have an opinion, women gonna look down at you and look at him. Look at girl, you see, he got an opinion, girl. You see him, girl. Look at him. He too tall. He too short. He too fat. He too skinny. He got an opinion. And y'all want me to stay in that country, and y'all got the audacity check it. And y'all got the audacity to think that the first thing on my list for leaving the United States are women. Women ain't make the list, bruh. Women ain't make the list. I got tired of corporate America and they BS. I got tired of the system of this fat shaming. That she fat. I got fat women in my family. You got some fat women in your family. That ain't fat shaming. That's fat facts. We got skinny women in our family. We got fat women in the family. That's just fat facts. But as a man, you can't say it. Or women will say, well, there's beauty in every woman. Or to each his own. Or there's somebody for everybody. You gotta, as a heterosexual man in the United States, you gotta swallow that bull. Oh. I got tired of just swallowing lies that I knew wasn't true when I was coming up. When I was coming up, skinny was skinny, fat was fat. Notice this. When all the white girls and black girls were going through bulimia and throwing up all their foods, remember that back in the 90s, in the 80s, really the 90s and the early 2000s, when all the women wanted to be super Angelina Jolie skinny, and they were throwing up their foods, as many of the white girls and black girls were dying from throwing up their food and not eating it. Remember that? Wasn't no skinny shaming. Wasn't no term, was it? You just said she was anorexic or bulimia. Wasn't no, he's shaming her for being skinny, for being anorexic. They're shaming. Fast forward to now in the United States as a man. You tell that sister, you sloppy, you nasty, you fat, you out of shape, you unhealthy, and I don't want that type of person in my life or raising my kids. All of American society go come down on you as a man. Come to another country. Don't have to be Colombia. Go to another country. You can tell somebody they fat and they know, yeah, she fat. Ain't no you shaming. You should be ashamed of yourself for exposing her fat. Her fat is exposed. She fat. She's skinny. She fine. She fit. You can't be a man in the United States. That's my other reason for leaving. You can't be a man in corporate America, and you can't be a man just walking down the street. You got to be the sissified, watered down male in the United States. That's why some of y'all cry when you get back on the plane going back to the United States. I know I did. I boo-hooed like a little 10-year-old kid. Took my candy. They might as well have taken my passport my first trip back, because that's how I was crying heading back, as if they took my passport. Boo-hooing. Because I had to go back to the United States, and I knew how they treat men in the United States. Women talk to you like you owe them, like you owe all of them $50,000 a piece. Like they all loaned you $5,000, you owe them $50,000. That's how dirty women in the United States talk to you. You walk up to a female to try to give her a compliment, just going down the streets. I got a boyfriend. Or here's the new one. Here's the new one, guys. Hey, look, excuse me, sister, I'm trying to get to know you, blah, 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 blah. What's your name? I'm gay. I just asked you what your name is. Sometimes God put people in your. I used to tell sister this. I say, hold up, little sister. I say, sometimes God put people in your life for networking. I might be able to help you out with something someday. You might be able to help me out with something someday. It might not just be for sexual reasons why God introduced people. But since you want to be gay with it, go ahead. Be gay with it. How many times did you try to holler at a chick and her girlfriend grab her arm as if she's with me, we're lovers? I got tired of that. No more. I'm too old for all this childishness. So these were my reasons. My first reason was they didn't have, like I said, first reason they didn't have any programs to help men and women as we age in the United States. If you elderly in the United States, you hit in the United States. Our channel, Mostly Money, is dedicated to over 50% of our audience. Over 50% on that channel of 114,000 people that watch that channel on a regular basis, 50% of them are women, white, over the age of 65. So I hear it all day long what older men and women go through, the hell and high water, and how hard it is to be an elderly person in the United States. And I refuse to live in that atmosphere. My number 2 was the marriage and divorce rates were unfair. Marriage, divorce, and child support for a man, you ain't got a chance. Number 3 reason was $300,000 to raise a child. Soon as your woman says, baby, you know I'm pregnant, $300,000 a lick to raise a child in the United States because inflation continues to go up. So all you do is making good money now. That don't mean nothing. You better hope you keep making good money because the inflation and recessions aren't going to turn around anytime too soon. So when they say 300,000, they're not saying, well, it might be. No, they're telling you by the time these new babies that y'all having right now grow up in 18 years, your butt, because you want to bust up in a female in the United States. Thank you very much. This is going to cost you 300,000. That was my third reason. Fourth reason, I got tired of the corporate games. I got tired of the whole gambit of you cannot be a man in the United States. It's impossible. Anybody that's, well, the only reason you're not being a man, and you listen to all these YouTubers, right? The only reason women don't respect you because you haven't asserted yourself. You didn't show your manhood. Dude, I'm talking about corporate. Y'all ready? Try to use some of them dang alpha male strategies in corporate America. Yo, going down to HR. All them games, them dating coaches telling y'all, go and use that on your job. I dare you, go into your job. You work at the hospital, go and use some of them alpha male steps that he taught you in that hospital. You work in a corporate structure, whether it be at a factory, a foundry, a plant, a college, somebody's businesses, they've got over 50 employees. Go ahead, player. Use some of them strategies. Some of you that work in Chrysler, Ford, and GM plants, use some of those dating coaches strategies inside of that atmosphere and see if they'll walk your happy downstairs to HR. Mr. Dating Coach Tips that you paid $4,000 a lick for, go ahead. You are not allowed to walk in manhood and make money in a corporate structure in the United States. You are not allowed to. If you get caught walking as a man in a corporate structure and giving compliments as a man and giving a woman a look, he gave me what do we call it? In the fans, they call it reckless eyeballing. If you look at a female guard too long, you go into the hole. What I do? Reckless eyeballing. What? Yeah, that's real. In the federal penitentiary, they used to tell us, these dudes going to hold all the because you got all these hot, fine, beautiful security guards off in there. And dudes be looking, you a man. And dudes be looking like, damn, she fine. To the hole. Why? You reckless eyeballing. And I never thought that I would see the day where reckless eyeballing is also in corporate America. You can't be a man. So all you do is just talk about all you got to do is assert yourself and dominate the woman and control the woman. You got to, man, you can sell that to somebody, to another country that ain't got laws that's against manhood. These are laws. These dating coaches trying to get y'all to go against something that are either policies on your job or either policies by law. So ask your dating coach next time how you supposed to get around the law or how you supposed to get around your policies on your job and still use their tactics as dating coaches that you paid $4,000 a lick for. Your dating coach ain't telling you that you will get sent down to HR for that, is he? Assert yourself. Y'all keep on listening to these clowns. Keep on listening to these clowns. Dating coaches. Get the fuck out of here. I work 10 hours a day on the same job of the female that I'm attracted to. How am I do that, dating coach, without her or somebody being nosy in the cubicle next to her? She might not take me down to HR, but the nosy heifer next to her might call HR. Yes, Andre was over here talking to Samantha And they exchanged phone numbers. You didn't hear it from me. Next thing you know, they ain't got Samantha down to HR. They got me down to HR for exchanging phone numbers with Samantha. Not because Samantha told, but because one of my nosy coworkers told. Dating coach. How am I supposed to get around that, dating coach? That's another reason why I left the United States. Let me go into these comments. Let me scroll to the bottom and work my way up. That's what I'll do. So I'm a black man that works with a lot of different races of women. They tried that. Try that if you want to. I'm telling you, it's real, bro. I'm like you, Dre. No children in America. That's not happening. I'm not busting nothing in the United States. I ain't busting a chair. I ain't no fights. I ain't getting in no arguments in the United States. You call me what you want. When I cross the threshold of the United States, y'all can say all the insulting things about me you want to. I do not care. You can be in my face. Oh, punk, you got. I'm walking right past you. I ain't getting no confrontations in the United States. I ain't arguing with nobody. I ain't go, dude. I kid you not. When I did go to the United States last year for 2 days, I told myself I was gonna be there for a week. I couldn't stomach it for 2 days. I actually flew out the third day. I literally, you could ask my uncle. I literally went shopping. I purposely got my hotel across the street from the mall that I like to shop. I went to the mall, went shopping, hung out with Jeffrey for a little bit, stayed in my hotel room. We went and got some drinks, and I got on the plane. I kid you not. That's all I did. Nothing. I didn't want to. I didn't want to drive. I didn't want the police to stop me for nothing. I didn't want to be no form of confrontation. Nothing. Nothing. I do not trust even being in the United States. That's how much peace and how happy I am outside the United States. That if I'm in the United States, I don't want nothing to mess up what I got going on outside the United States. Intimidating side eye. Yep. I ain't the only one to notice it. Shout out to Theo in the building. Yeah. You see how that lame dating game advice worked out for Derek Jackson? And Derek doing seminars right now, even as we speak. Even as we speak. Yes, rest in peace for our brother, Alan Roger Curry. He was kind of outdated talking about that sexual talk. Yeah. Shout out to the brother and his family, though. Wife and I just completed the first soccer trip to Cartagena. Woohoo! Loved every minute of it. We will be back to 2024 to spend time in Cali and don't come here. And Medellin. EU scouting in 2020. That's what we're doing too. We're doing the EU scouting as well. That's exactly what we're doing. A lot of that don't work in corporate America. Yeah, it doesn't on your job. You can't use that on your job. If the most of the time you and the people that you're attracted to are on your job because you're spending 10 hours a day on your job, how you supposed to use these dating coaches tips if my job policies are anti dating coaches tips? But then the dating coaches want to make you feel guilty for not going beyond the policies. You got to show aggression. Show your man, you better shut up. What it do? Enjoy it. Shout out, brother. Amen. Corporate games is a joke. It is. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. All right. Super good. Planning my next trip out of the U.S. Yes. He said, I got the flu shot. Man, I should have remembered, man. Even when flu season came, I didn't remember because I was so busy. That flu hit Andre and I so hard. I don't even look and talk to them. I was like that. I kid you not, man. I don't even look to talk to them. They have to talk to me first. I was like that. This is the funny part, poor man. And when you don't look at them and you don't say nothing to them, that's when your female coworkers really try to do extra things to get your attention to show you that they're attracted to you. But the moment that you turn around and say something to them, somebody running the HR, even if it's not them. Man, I was like, you dirty mother. I got one partner. True story. This brother had bust his butt to get into upper management, and he finally made it up there. Do you know he lost his job? Sitting down to HR, lost his job because a female that wanted his number never got his phone number. Because you know, when you move up in upper management, all the sisters coming your way, all the ladies coming your way, like, ooh, he upper man. Ooh, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get me some upper management sex. And he wasn't hollering at nobody. A female that had his number when he was just a new worker went to HR and said, look, I got his number in my phone. He tried to holler at me 4 years ago when he was just a new dude, wouldn't think about upper management, just a happy dude getting a job. That's how dirty some of them females are on your job right now. Yeah, I'm talking to you, bro. You who got some of the female numbers in your phone, some of your coworkers from a few years back. She got yours that you never smashed, but now you in upper management. Don't think that you immune to that. You know how evil women can be at times. Even women say women are evil. Went to HR just on evil, never touched her. He said, Dre, I never called her. We exchanged numbers. He said, but I was so busy just focusing on being happy I got a new job. 4 years later, after working and getting to upper management. Shout out to everybody on Facebook that's watching. That brother lost his job. That hurt that brother so bad. He lost his job for a female he didn't even smash 4 years ago. You can't be a man in corporate America. Well, I'm a man. I walk around. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. No, you a man only to the point where they let you be a man. You think you walking in your full manhood. You are only walking in manhood to the point where they let you. As soon as they done with you and they don't want to let you walk in manhood anymore, they will walk your manhood right out the front door. Don't never get it twisted if you working up under somebody else's umbrella. And I don't care what level of management you in. I've been working at this company 25 years. Dude, as a person that's been working there 25 years, you'd already seen them walk people out after 13 years. If you working at a company and you in management for 20 years, you didn't watch them walk somebody out after 17 years of service. You've seen it all. So don't act like you can't get walked out too, player. Because if you've been working for a company 20 years, you've seen it all. You see all the dirtiness that a company can do. And so I'm done. At 50, I said, I'm done. I'll build my own. How you gonna do it, Dre? I don't know. But I ain't doing this no more. I'm done. I kid you not. I told y'all. I came to Colombia with 20,000. I said, I'm gonna flip this 20,000. I say, like Jay-Z said, if I sold keys, I guess I could sell CDs. I figured the same way. I say the same salesman that had the ability to sell them cakes is the same salesman inside of me that could, if I was selling Kirby vacuum cleaners and college college tuitions and scholarships for all these schools that I work for. It's time for me to start selling and presenting myself as my own business. If I can flip their money, I can flip my 20,000. And that's exactly how I did it. Kid you not. I didn't wait until, I'm gonna go ahead and retire. I got 300,000 put to the side in my Roth IRA and all that. I got money like that. But you can't touch that really. All I had was 20,000. That's it, 20,000. See what you can do with this 20. You know how back in the day, some of you guys old enough, your money, when you used to make that red money like I used to. Young boy, let me see what you can do with this cake right quick. Let me see what you can do with this half a key real quick. This quarter key. Let me see what you can do with this quarter key real quick, young dude. And so you take that quarter key, you chop that cake up, and you flip it. And you get that dude back his money. You got your money. You buy some more. But you know how a game go. Don't act like I don't know the recipe, but I'm just letting you know how it go. That's the same thing I did with that 20. I said, I got 20. Let me flip this thing. Okay, let me go online. Let me do this. Okay, let me take this, start this business over here. Take this over. Oh, YouTube. Okay, let me check this out. Let me do a little something over here. Take this business over here. That's what I did. Let me start working online. But yeah, man, I was done. Done. And Jeff was there for the whole episode. So any lie I tell y'all, Jeff be like, he lying. Or he could be like, yeah, I was there. I saw it all. If you look at a woman a certain way, they want to say your eye. He said your eye fucking them. Yeah. You can't do nothing. You know, yep. The main one in the next cubicle, Amanda and Karen. Because ain't nobody hollering at her trying to get her number. So she ear hustling, listening to you exchange numbers with Tabitha. And here go Karen and Amanda going straight to HR. And they ain't inviting the ladies down to HR. They inviting you to HR. They will fire a man way before they get rid of a woman. They will fire to get rid of y'all. You replaceable. You a man. You get another job. That's how they try to look at us. Dating coaches don't care about his clients. No, they don't care about y'all, man. They know that your environments. They know, dude. If I was a dating coach, I mean this for real. Shout out to Hammer. If I was a dating coach, first thing I would ask, what is the environment that you're usually in? Is it the gym? Is it outdoor activities? Is it at work? If you're a dude like me, you're working 8 hours, please. I wish I was working 8 hours. I'm 10, 12 hours days, 13-hour days. So I'm spending most of my day in corporate structure. Dating coach, tell me how I can get Tabitha number in an environment that has policies that tells me if I get Tabitha number, I'm fired. Tell me how to get around that, dating coach. I'll wait. Don't be trying to tell me about any environment, going to the club and you meeting women, walking down the street, you meeting women. Listen, dating coach, when I get done with these 13 hours, I ain't walking down the street. I'm stuck in traffic for an hour. So the only time I really get to meet women is my 30-minute lunch break or those 12, 13-hour days that I'm putting in 6, 7 days a week on my job. Can you tell me how to get around that, dating coach? If you can't, give me back my $4,000. Hammer says, dating coaches don't care about his clients' outcomes as long as his pockets and his money. Yeah, is his money up? As long as he pockets his money up. Damn, 2 days is over in the West. Count down. He says that hotel is no longer, Dre. Wow. That hotel's gone. Wow. He's talking about the hotel where I stayed across the street when I told you I stayed across the street from the mall. Why you shop? The mall is gone. I barely want to get out of my truck while I'm here. Yeah, for real, boy. When I was in the States, I'm looking around. I don't want nobody to notice me. I'm walking down the street fast to the restaurant, walking right literally. I literally walked straight to the restaurants. I was it was like I was a tourist in the worst part of Africa, the most dangerous part of Africa you could imagine. I'm literally walking out my hotel room. I ain't looking left or right. I'm just walking straight to the restaurant, go in the restaurant, eat, and walk straight back. I ain't going to no CVS, no Walgreens. I ain't just, well, let me just get some fresh air. Dang a fresh air. I ain't getting none of that. Like I said, I swore. I'm talking big junk to Andrea too. I'm going back to the States for a week. I'm gonna hang out with my boys, hang out with Jeff, hang out with some of my female friends. We're just gonna be cool and hanging out. Man, I got back to the States. I ain't last 2 days. Day 3, that next morning, Jeff dropped me off at the. I couldn't take it so much. I left my hotel across the street from that mall that I go to that I like to shop in. I asked Jeffrey, could you drive me to the hotel by the airport? I ain't staying here. Take me to the airport that's right by. Take me to the hotel that's right by the airport. My last night in the States was literally at the hotel that was right there from the airport. That's how determined I was in day 3 to get the hell out the United States. Like I said, the United States is the sexy girl that I took to the prom, but she don't look like that no more. Shout out to Flyboy Way. And I gotta holler at Flyboy in a minute. Yeah, anyway, I got a trip planned, a guy's trip that I got planned coming up on a country that we haven't been to. So there's some dudes that I'm trying to put together for this guy's trip. So I gotta holler at you. Shout out to Flyboy. Make sure that you subscribe to his channel. That's my man right there. He got a guide to everything. And don't just think his guides are just for guys. Because me and Andre have used some of his guides, like his guides to Cancun and stuff like that. I already told them that I am leaving some for you.
Thank you. And you show your colognes?
Yes, I did. We ain't showing your perfumes.
Mine. And yours?
We already talked about mine. Perfume and purses. But okay, average man, he said, hold on, women still listening to him after being exposed. And they are. Derek Jackson reminds me of that pastor that got caught getting the girl in church pregnant. Any pastor. They got caught with getting girl in church pregnant, and maybe only 3 of the members left the church, and everybody else still stayed at the church, even though the pastor got 4 kids in the church. That's Derek Jackson. I don't know the brother personally, so I'm not coming at him, but I'm talking about the image that he's created or the persona that he's created for the public. That's what it is. The dude can do no wrong. So he telling us all we got to do, fellas, go to the gym, work out, lie to a bunch of women, and we can get paid? Because that's all Derek did. Derek A don't look no different than the rest of us brothers, just regular brothers. Facially, he just look like a regular brother. All we got to do is just go to the gym and get fit like Derek and then tell some lies. And we could get hundreds and thousands of dollars. And even when we get caught cheating, it don't matter. The women gonna still hang out. DM still gonna be full. Man. Says the average, he said Western countries are going down in flames, especially economically. Yes. Take a look at the documentary on what's going on in the UK. Oh, UK is really hurting. Woo! That's another thing. I have a newsletter that I follow called EU something. I forget the newsletter. I just started receiving it over like the last month, so that's why I forget the title. And it is so much havoc going on in UK. It is crazy. You think that we struggling in the States, man. UK, they struggling. So shout out to our brothers and sisters in the UK. Say, yeah, sophisticated reptile. Yeah, for real. Rich's method said, he said, once got fired over, he said, talking about himself, once got fired over a girl I was sticking because the dude in the next cubicle wanted to hit. Let's let that sink in. And he couldn't. He went to HR and got us both fired because she was the team lead. It was at Comcast. Now, in corporate America, this is the funny part. They expect you to be around all these beautiful women, no matter what color or race, 10 hours a day, 52 weeks a year, for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and not want to hit nothing. You bet not want to hit nothing walking through that door. That blazing chick that just got hired, you bet not want to hit that. That white girl that's built like she black, you bet not want to hit that. 3 years ago, they hired 2 twins. You bet not ever want to hit them twins. United States corporate America tells you, you better not pretend like you got any part of DNA of manhood coursing through your veins for this money that we're going to pay you. Because as soon as you hit it, and we find out, you going to hit the dough. I'm looking forward to spending 3 months in, what's that, Ija? See, Cafeterio? Let me know where that is. Let me know where that's located. He says, some corporate jobs, I tell you now, want you to do outside work and will get you fired. Yeah. It's sad, man. It's sad. And I try to, the reason why, guys, I always try to tell, I'm going to tell you something, why I tell stories and why I'm so transparent with my stories. The reason why I tell stories, because I know I'm not the only one. And I know it's like it's 79 of y'all. I know that out of the 79 of y'all, I ain't the only one with these type of stories. And I don't never want you to ever feel like you the only one that either experienced it or know somebody that experienced it. That's why I always tell stories. And some of them are funny. Some of them are deep. Some of them are just super transparent. Some of them are TMI. But the reason why I always tell them the stories of my life, because I never want you to feel like you are by yourself with your life. You're not the only one that's been in the military. You're not the only one that's dealing with mental issues because of divorces. You're not the only one that's dealing with the stresses of parenthood. You're not the only. I always share stories of either mine or people that I know, because I always want you guys to feel like and know the little secret stories that you don't tell nobody. Like the one brother told his story about, I once got fired because of a hater. I told my story to let him feel comfortable enough to tell his story. And you guys feel comfortable enough to tell your stories. That's why I always tell my stories. I know I laugh and giggle, but there's a method behind why I tell my stories. Because I don't never want you guys to feel, not because of me. I don't want to feel like I'm by myself. I don't care about me. I want you guys to know you are not the only one that's been incarcerated. Whether yours was 10 days and mine was 10 years. You overcame yours and I overcame mine. I never want you to feel like you're the only brother that was depressed or pressured. I never want you to feel like you're the only brother that got back to the States and you cried while you were, or felt like crying while you were going through customs, going back into the United States of that plantation. I never want you guys to feel like you by yourself and you're the only one that's feeling these feelings. You ain't the only one. These other dudes on these other channels, they try to make it seem like everything's so wonderful and just the greatest thing. I ain't gonna make you feel like that. I'm gonna let you know, dude, I've been through the same BS that you'd have been through, dog. You ain't by yourself. Don't never feel like you by yourself on this channel. Believe that one. You ain't gonna never gotta feel like you the only one that have been through some BS in the United States or BS while you was traveling. We all been there. We all been there. Brother Chess King in the building. He says, I'm so divorced from American women. He said, my home girl goes out of her way to invite me over to her place every time I return her messages. Hey man, I'm with you on that one, man. People just thought I was funny stuff. My dog, man, my boy D was like, he's always say, hey Dre, you all right, dog? You cool? You good? Because I would go back to the States and I would be so quiet and kind of like off to myself and just focusing on business. So it was like really my coolest dude was like me, D, and Jeffrey. It was like us three, right? But I was just so quiet around like Jeffrey. That's my uncle, so I would be more like outgoing with Jeff. But with D, I would be kind of like quiet and kind of like laid back. And he'd be like, "Man, you good?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm cool. I'm just just focusing on doing what I need to take care of." And basically, it was I'm just focusing on what I need to focus on so I can get the heck up out of here again, make some money, and come up with a plan to get out the United States from now on. And so he understood that. He understood that, okay, my boy Dre is different Dre now. He's a different person. And he respected that. And I ain't got nothing but love for him to this day. He said, Dre, I think I want two wives, a sister wife type situation. Our Colombian woman. Nope. 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 Party girls? Yeah. Simple-minded women? Yes. Serious women? Unless you come in with money, because serious women, no matter where you go in the world, will still say, I might do it if he make, if he coughing out a certain amount of money every month. That's everywhere you go in the world. You can find that. But an everyday dude like the rest of us still, you ain't gonna find that. You gonna find that among the party girls. I'm serious. You'll find party girls that will lay up with you and share you, and Colombian women, regular, everyday, going to work, these nurses and these women that work at the bank and these women that own these businesses and these women that are politicians and these women lawyers and these young women that's going to college. Colombian women are just like Brazilian women, very jealous, very protective. See, Andrea is not jealous, but she's protective. Ain't gonna be no extra chicks in this situation. That's Colombia. If you want to know what the regular Colombian women are, that one in there. See, all them party girls y'all go to, y'all meet on the weekends, and I've been here 4 days in Colombia, and I met this girl. Them ain't no regular women. Them party girls. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'll say that again. Ain't nothing wrong with the party girls, but let's put them in position. You can't it's cookie cutters, dude. You can't put everybody in the same cookie cutter. Remember that toy that we had when we was little kids? One had a star, one had a circle, one had a square, one had a triangle, and you put your little toy, you try to put the little circle in the triangle, didn't fit. You try to put in the star, didn't fit. Then you put in the circle and it fit. Yay! Yeah, when you was a baby. That's the same thing here in Colombia. Party girls can't go in the star. They go in the triangle. Well, they go in the circle because they go around. You can't put the party girl in the star. She don't fit in no dang star. Some of y'all keep trying to make these party girls and these pay for plays and the girls that you have fun with for the last 4 years. And she let you lay with her and you can lay with her friend. Y'all got threesomes and foursomes. Those party girls, dude, those ain't real Colombian women. I'm going to repeat that. For some of you dudes, you need to wake the fuck up. Those are not real, everyday, getting on that bus when it's raining, going to work or going to college Colombian women. Those are not those 23, 24-year-old women that's busting their butt, getting their college degrees or getting their master degrees. Women. It is not those women that's standing out there that just started a brand new business. It is not those women that are even hairstylists. They got 15 clients because it's Christmas weekend. And they ain't got no time to be doing threesomes with you. The party girls that ain't got no schedule, no time, barely no job, no bank account. Those are the girls that you dudes party with. Don't ever get it twisted. They go in the circle, they go in the triangle. They will never fit in the star. So stop trying to make stars out of party girls. I had party girls, plenty of them. But I knew they wasn't Andrea. I wasn't stupid enough to sit back and say a woman that bust her butt, riding her motorcycle in the rain to get her business and accounting degree, lived in 2 cities, started a business in a city that she didn't even live in, wasn't even raised in, managed everything from a club to stores, and moved back to Colombia to be a head accountant. I'm not about to compare her to no party girl that I met in the club in Parque Yeris. We're talking about apples and oranges. You got to stop trying to make fruit salad out of the same women, dog. Party girls are just that. Party girls. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We need them. We need them. I'm going to be here 5 days. I need the party girls. I'm going to be here 10 days. I need the party girl. So if you want a threesome, polygamy, your party girls. But if you want everyday Colombian women, you gonna get yourself killed, boy. I'm telling you, they do not play that sheer beer. Hey, okay. See, remember, I live here. A, I'm married to a Colombian. B, but I'll never tell y'all what C is. C is I'm laying there and I'm listening to all her girlfriend talk. When all the girls are talking and they having their conversation, I'm the dude, you know, I'm the spook by the door. I'm the fly on the wall. You can hear the Colombian women in their conversation. That's me. I hear it all. I know exactly how they think, act, all of it, dude. Y'all don't hear that because y'all back in the States. So when I give y'all some game, please, brothers, please hear me out. Because I'm telling y'all the truth. Everybody, most Colombian women, they don't play that share beer. They do that, don't fly. That don't fly, bro. Only time they gonna fly if you like mega rich and your money is long like that, and a woman be like, okay, but you can't bring her here. You can't bring that heifer here. That's the only time that's gonna happen. And them still like semi-party girls. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. Man, I hear it all, man. As a husband that just be sitting there playing with my cell phone, minding my business, I hear it all. Every black Colombian, white Colombian, don't matter. Young, I hear all other stories that you guys don't never hear. How Colombian women really talk about us when we ain't around. I hear all I'm telling you, man. Whoo, yeah, that polygamy ain't gonna fly, bro. You better get you a couple of poor party girls that don't know no better. 25 years, you on your way out the you out your way out the door for real. All right. And they still strike me as a culture that rolls with that. I'm serious as all late still says. He says it's serious. He said, okay, I'm dipping the conversation. I want to dip. He said the real Colombian women aren't rolling with that. They aren't. Jamon is absolutely correct. Every day, the hot Colombian woman that you see in Exodo in a grocery store and she buying groceries and maybe her and her daughter, she ain't flying with that. The fine Colombian chick that you see working at the counter, she ain't flying with that. Cashier, the hot Colombian chick you see working at McDonald's, shit, what? Now, when she get off work, she might be party girl because she working at McDonald's. But I'm telling you, most of them, I'm telling you, at least 90% of Colombian women that are everyday regular women, they don't fall for that, man. They don't go for that. See, y'all come over here and you here for 5 days, 10 days, maybe 15 days, and you think you know Colombia. My bad. What y'all do? Oh my God. I swear. Y'all be thinking, can't nobody tell y'all. Y'all be swearing y'all know Colombia. I be like, dog, you don't know what you talking about. Man, I'm telling you, I saw on YouTube, keep on. YouTube gonna have your head split wide open by one of these Colombian women down here think you can do some polygamy or whatever it is. I'm telling you, man. Just like I said, every woman in Colombia is not scopamine dudes. Most Colombian women don't even know nothing about that and how it works and what to do. And it be in the party. Y'all, if you walk in a certain circle, certain things will come along with that circle that you walk in. You decided to deal with party girls. Party girls are the one that mainly do the scopamine. Well, I can know a regular girl that scoped somebody. Dude, that was a party girl. Just because you didn't meet her at a club, you met her online or met her walking down the street, that doesn't mean that she wasn't a party girl. Just because you didn't meet her at a party doesn't mean that she wasn't a party girl. Some of you guys think that the only way you meet a party girl is at a party, a club, a strip club, online or something. No, dude. You could meet a party girl walking right down the street. You didn't even know she's a party girl until she drugged you. And you woke up the next day and all your dignity was gone. I'm just saying. See, y'all always want to look at me like I'm the bad guy. You know what? Y'all need to stop coming to Love Crossing Borders. Y'all gonna keep looking at me like I'm the bad guy for telling the truth. All the other YouTubers get to lie to y'all like they Derek Jackson. See, every other YouTuber that I know, other than a few of us, get to lie to y'all and tell y'all all type of make it seem like Colombia is Shangri-La. And then when I tell y'all the truth, y'all be looking at me crazy like, that's not true. All right. It ain't okay. It ain't true. So, all right. I be trying to tell y'all the truth, looking out for y'all because I love y'all. Y'all my people. But all right. Filipinos are more likely with the program than I want to run. Could be. But I kid you not, Colombian women do have that that tendency, man, of they don't share. They don't do share bear, man. I kid you not. Even if let's put it like this, and I mean this for real. This is serious for real. Even if they know that they do cheating, and Colombian men are notorious cheaters, the rule is no babies, no diseases, just like in the States. But even more down here because the cheating is so rampant among the men and some of the women too. Don't embarrass me. Don't get caught in public arguing with another chick. Don't get caught in public hand in hand and my daddy see you or my mama or my uncle catch you hand in hand. That's how Colombians work. They know you ain't no good, but don't embarrass her out there. Don't get caught slipping. Don't have that heifer calling his phone at 11:30 at night. You see what I'm saying? There's rules to how they go about doing it when they know that they man ain't about the right. But even here, when the woman not about the right, let's say because Colombian women, we all know. Hey, if you been, hey fellas, let's be real. If you've been to Colombia for at least 3 trips, you done smashed somebody's wife or somebody's girlfriend. That's a given. Before I met Andre, I done been through many a marriage. Okay. So let's look at it for what it is. Y'all done smashed, some of you do done smash many a girlfriend, many a wife. Colombian women ain't that innocent either. But they know the rule. No kids, no diseases, and do not embarrass their husband out there in public. Or don't embarrass their boyfriend out there in public. Ain't no arguing with you in public. None of that. That's not gonna work. So yeah. So even if the woman, she ain't about the right, believe you me, Colombians don't play that. All right. Let me make sure I got rid of this bot that keeps popping up. Jeffrey, see, I remember that. Yeah, Andre was in. Oh, I'm gonna let Andre know that you guys said what's up too. I'll let her know. Definitely. She walked out. That was my fault for scrolling so slow. Flyboy in the building. We'll be doing a call with you soon regarding intel for Colombia. Okay, cool. I mean for Cali on where to stay and meet up scale. Professional ladies. Okay, cool. Hit me up. Not the 2020 twins. The coffee region. Yeah, we would go. We want to move to the coffee region too. There's some nice ones. Boy, we were talking about some fine women. Them country girls in Colombia. Woo wee. Them the fine ones. These city girls, they fine, but boy, them country girls. Surveying here in the UK, rising energy prices, interest rates hike, man, high inflation, political chaos, those sub-zero, man, goodness, man, you scare me, man. We're supposed to be there in April. Man, you know what? It ain't like you lying. Because like I said, I get that newsletter and it keeps saying the same thing that you're saying too. So it's kind of like we're trying to plan our trips around if we're going to be somewhere, will it be less expensive to be there a month than to be there a week? And we're trying to just set our expenses to when we hit each spot because we're landing in Paris. And so we can, okay, do we want to go to this country next? Do we want to go to that country? And so all those things take consider. Oh, man, this inflation just, what's up, Dimitri? Just all up in our business, man. I'm fortunate to have a job I love. Allows me to travel the world. Man, you got it going on. When I'm not traveling, I work from home. You can't beat that, brother. Shout out to you. I am not mad at you. Much respect to you, Andre. I like your genuine approach to creating content. Thanks, Wayne. That's my homeboy right here in the building. The lock in the building. Dre, I just dropped by to show love, man. Appreciate that love, brother, fellow Detroiter. That's my boy right there. Hey, when you guys get a chance, subscribe to this new YouTube couple, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I like both of them. They remind me, and him and his wife remind me, me and Andrea. But I just love the bubbly personality his wife has. He reminds me of just regular us, just regular brother from the States that met him a good woman. That's what I like about him. He's just a regular, everyday dude like I am. And his wife has this bubbly, sweet personality. Make sure they're brand new channel. We're going to be interviewing with those guys. They're going to be on it. We're going to be on their channel. They're going to be on our channel a few times to build their brand up. And make sure you guys subscribe to Love, Purpose, and Passports. I'm telling you, if you like, you guys supported us when we were raggedy, bad microphones and everything else. If you supported us way back in 2019, make sure you support this brand right here in this channel, because they are a great couple, man. They are just like us, proof that when you are ready to settle down, he's just like what I like about him, he's just like us. Went to, to DR, had his fun like the rest of us. Like I came to Colombia, had my fun, just like you guys. But when it was time to sit my butt down somewhere, I looked for the right woman and found the right one, sat my butt down somewhere, just like this brother did. So when I hear dudes crying about you can't find no good women in DR, all the women, I'm like, man, I know dudes, not just him. I know dudes that's been happily married in DR. And when I be hearing you dudes crying and whining, I'm like, y'all keep trying to wife up party girls. The girls that's at the club all weekend. That's throwing it. Y'all trying to put that little circle in and make her into the star. That's y'all fault. Then you want to go back to the States crying, ain't no good women in DR. All the women are bad in DR. I'm like, please, grow the fuck up. Make sure you subscribe to the brother's channel. Also, make sure you subscribe to Los's channel, my boy in the building. Learn Crypto TV. Los is the crypto king in the building. True facts, I tried with mine, and that ish blew up in my face. No, you didn't. Los, you ain't tell me this story. Now we know what he tried. That I want another woman. We're gonna bring it in. Los, you trying to kill me over here. Another woman, bring her to the table, blah, 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 blah. Los said, I tried that with mine. That ish blew up in my face. Colombian women, the normal ones ain't with that ish. Absolutely correct, man. Colombian women ain't share bears. They do not do that, bruh. I don't care I don't care how many of you brothers I done been with foursomes in Colombia, dog. Party girls. I done been with fivesomes, dog. You can't tell me. Party girls. Try that with a regular, everyday Colombian chick. I done been with regular Colombian chicks in the foursomes. No, you ain't. Them was just party girls that you didn't meet at the party. They had the party girl inside them. You just didn't meet them at the party. But a regular Colombian woman, they don't do share beer. They don't. They wish you would ask them about another chick. Or what? You want to do what with who? All right. I'm telling you, Colombian women be like, here's what we gonna do. You go take your butt out there, but don't come back here. Believe that one. They do not play. Shout out to Los. Good question still. That's a good question, brother. I'm glad you brought it to the table. Oh, man. Yeah, salute to that brother, man. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. I mean that, guys. Make sure you go to subscribe to his channel, man. He's a real good dude. Solid brother, man. Solid brother. I'm talking about his wife, beautiful, and just the sweetest demeanor every video. And you know what I love about her? She love her man. When y'all sit, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something about that brother channel. Y'all know when y'all sit back and y'all be looking at how Andrea be all affectionate and touching me and give me kisses on the cheek or just making sure my tie just right or whatever. Them little touchy things that Andrea do that a lot of dudes be like, man, your wife really love you. That's what his wife does for him. And I never really noticed it from the perspective of how you guys see me and Andrea until I watched his channel. And I was watching his channel and I saw the affection and love that his wife has for him. And I was like, now I get it. Now I get what guys see when they see me and Andrea. And Andrea is kind of like touchy-feely. Now I see what guys are seeing. And I like seeing seeing it in somebody else's relationship. I like sitting back and watching other people happy, other couples happy. I'm a I ain't never told you guys this. I'm a couples dude. I'm a dude that like see, I'm a people watcher by nature. I'm an old dude that can sit on in a park and just watch people all day. I'm a people watcher by nature. I've always been like that. Andre is like that. We're people watchers. We go to the beach and just watch and enjoy people just living life. And me personally, I'm a couples watcher. I like old couples, young couples. I just like seeing people in couples happy. I don't care if you're arguing. I don't care if you're not arguing. I don't care if you're holding hands if you're not holding hands. I don't care if you're with your 5 party girls or if you're just with 1 party girl. I just like to see people happy, right? So when I watch them, I get a chance to sit back. When you guys are watching us, we're working. But when I watch this couple, I can sit back and I can look at them like you guys look at us. And I'm like, oh, wow, wow, she love him. Oh, look at that love. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, look, I see what the love, that's what I'm talking about. I get a chance to enjoy through them what you guys see in us. And they're the first couple. And even though we hang out with a lot of couples, they're the first couple that I can say that on YouTube, well, I can say second couple that I can say on YouTube that I really, really enjoy watching their content in their brand new channel. So I can imagine what God has planned down the line for them. So make sure you subscribe to their channel. All right. The timeshare Tiffany's for real. That's for real. Subscribe to the channel. That's right. Thanks, Chess King in the building. All right, Average Black Man, he said, I said the same thing about the woman from Barranquilla. Barranquilla. Okay, I interviewed on my channel, and she was very affectionate with her husband. Yeah. The whole time I knew then I go to Colombia first. He was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm seeing how she's treating her man. Yeah, let me check out Colombia first. Man, I can't wait to see you down here, man. I cannot wait. Wherever you go, let me know, man, because I will be there definitely, man. Because I'm so happy to see you down here, man. I was so happy to see you when you got your passport, and I'm so happy to I can't wait to see you make your trip down here. And guys, make sure you subscribe to this man's channel because this man got so much faith in his channel. He announces where he headed to before he get there. All right, guys, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 59,000 subscribers. You're like, this man, he got faith. Every time he says something, he go to that level. We're on our way to 27,000 subscribers, guys. Subscribe. Like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Have faith in your work. All right, we just hit number 4. Okay, we're just gonna do 5 this week, and then we're gonna hit the next 5. Okay, we already hit 4. 5 is something I always talk about. Tax breaks. There are so many tax breaks when you don't live in the United States. It's crazy. Dude, if I knew that it was this many dang tax breaks for living outside the United States 330 days a year, you know how the one brother said when he left the military, he never went back, and that was in 1992? That would have been me. There are so many benefits to not living in the United States. If you just want to save money just on the taxes alone of not living in the United States, God dang. Somebody should have just told. Why don't nobody want to talk to the black man? Let the black man hook the black man up. Goodness gracious. No wonder Leonardo DiCaprio moved and Tina Turner moved, Diana Ross moved. All these people move. Everybody. Tom Brady got houses outside the United States. P. Diddy outside the United States. Madonna outside the United States. Eve outside the United States. Ja Rule outside. Everybody got something outside the United States. All these tax breaks. My number 5 reason for getting up out the United States was there are so many tax breaks for expats that don't live in the United States that they say statistically, and I kid you not, statistically, 98% of all expats do not pay any form of federal taxes. You have to apply for your taxes every year. Yes, you do have to apply. It says that on your passport. Last page, line 4. You gotta apply for your passport. That's just a must. But 98% of expats that don't live in the United States don't pay any federal taxes. And if you're from a state like me, Florida, or some of you Texas dudes, or you Nevada dudes, you don't pay state taxes. So what's tax? Social Security. Most of my taxes go towards Social Security. When I pay taxes, it just goes straight towards Social Security. Because there are so many federal tax breaks for me, and I don't pay state taxes because I'm from Florida. It's crazy. Y'all sitting up there scratching the back. How do I pay these dang taxes? Man, this government is wrong. They do me wrong on my paycheck. They do me wrong. They want money at the end of the year. They trying to take my tax return for child support. And as soon as you leave out the United States and you file taxes, all these benefits start to pop up. You like, what? Wait a minute. I don't own a corporation. Even before you own, even if you're not incorporated with a business, I'm just talking about regular, just you not living in the United States for 330 days of the year. All type of tax benefits just to run. I'm talking about, I'm not talking about maybe 1 or 2. I'm talking about, when I say benefits, I mean a capital S at the end. Benefits. And you sitting up there struggling in the United States to try to keep up with taxes? Practice? We're talking about practice? Practice. Man, listen. Listen. And you live in states that you don't pay state taxes? And then there's no federal tax except for to a certain level. And then when you get that, like I always say, like right now, the threshold is 108,000. Anything over 108,000 that you make, you got to pay taxes on it. Pause. But over that 108,000, I said you got to pay taxes on it. But you get another, let me get it right, 13%. I think it's 13 or 15%. 13 to 15% of that 108,000. So whatever 13% of 108,000, you get on top of that for housing expenses. So my rent is tax-free. All this rent I paid throughout this year, tax-free. Utilities, water, cell phone, router, all that's tax-free. All the gas that went in that truck for the whole year, tax mother-free. All of it. Every gallon that goes in that tank, I put it on my taxes. Tax-free. Every time I put some data on this router, data in this, shout out to James Squad in the building. Thanks for the super chat. All right. Oh, thanks, William. Thanks, James. Oh, James, thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh man, we're at 269 for the cash apps. Guys, thank you guys for giving towards the cash apps, because you're giving to the children's fund. I'm going to pull that up in a split second, of the Children Cancer Foundation that we're going to be giving, which our goal is 500 from you guys, and we're going to be giving 500 ourselves, and it's going to be live on the channel. Right now, we're at 269 from you guys, including our 500, which will take us to 279. Like I said, our goal is 1,000 by the end of the month. So we thank you very much for your super chats. I mean, your not super chats, but your Cash App donations or your PayPals. Thank you very much for that, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know I'm sensitive. Don't make a brother cry. Thank you, William. William also for the $10. James for the $5, and Jam Squad Entertainment for the $5. Also, Troy. Troy this week during the week. Troy sent me $20. Thank you very much for that. Troy sent it to us for our anniversary. Well, we're going to keep that in the kitty for the for the uh, uh for the kids. So we're excited about that. Thank you very much. But yeah, man, so many tax breaks. When I was like, yeah, right, we talking about practice? Facts, I'm telling you, man, I'm sitting back like, what? I'm sitting up here at H&R Block all them years, scratching my head like, how I'm gonna pay this? Because you know when you ain't got no kids, and you making you a nice little paycheck, you know the government coming for you. And you ain't incorporated. And you're gonna put so much into your Roth IRA. You can put so much into the 401k. You can put only so much into the IRA. They still looking at you like you still owe us for this, that, and that niche. And then as soon as I walk out the country, all these magical tax breaks that all these white millionaires and billionaires that own houses and property around the world that never told us brothers about these tax breaks. I know Diddy didn't. He owned houses around the world. Jay-Z owned houses around the world. He ain't told us. Damon Dash, why he crying about not having that Jay-Z money, he ain't tell us about none of these tax breaks. Ain't nobody tell us about none of these tax breaks. You like, what? All I had to do was leave the United States? And that's an instant $108,000. And this year is going up to, because as I explained before, just like Social Security and veterans get a cost of living adjustment, expats tax breaks, we get a cost of living adjustment. Last year it was $105,000 threshold. Anything under $105,000 tax free. This no. 2 years ago. Then 2022, going to 2022 taxes, it was 108,000. This up and coming year for the 2022-2023 tax year is supposed to go up to 112,000 for our cost of living adjustment. So anything that's over 112,000 or under 112,000 is tax deductible. I got a receipt for everything. Everything. I showed y'all my bag of my receipt. Y'all okay? Okay. Where's my bag? I think I put it in my other location. Yep, I did. I have a bag of all my receipts that I keep all my receipts in. Whenever I'm at the grocery store Exito and they ask me, would you like a copy of that? When I use my card, yes. I don't want just a regular receipt. I want the receipt that goes along with my credit card. I got all my receipts. Andre is a receipt junkie too. You know, that's that accountant in her. So Andre, I got all my receipts. Kid you not. When it's tax time, I got all mine. Because here in Colombia, in the United States, they got a treaty. And anything that I paid taxes for, I don't care if it's 2 cents that I paid taxes for in Colombia, it's a tax break in the United States. So that 2 cents is a tax break in the United States. And like I said, I don't care if all my receipts add up to only $50 worth of tax breaks for the United States. That's my $50. That's my $50 on top of the 112,000, on top of all my living expenses being tax deductible. Notice, I have not talked about women yet. They didn't make the list. When I tell you that women didn't make my list, they didn't make the list. They didn't make the cut. And we only went through 5. We'll do the next 5 next week. But I'm serious. Women don't make the cut. So when these dudes be talking about, I moved to Colombia for the women, or y'all only moving out because these women, or y'all going to these other countries because of women, they ain't these women. These women gonna be here. I'm leaving because of these tax breaks. I'm leaving because I ain't got to deal with your corporate mess no more, and I can be treated like a man. I'm leaving so I ain't got to be paying $300,000 per child when I decide to have a child. I'm leaving because I ain't got to deal with the corporate structure of trying to dictate if I'm a man or if I'm not a man, and if the policies line up, and if one of the co-workers hate because I didn't get her phone numbers. These are the reasons why I'm leaving. I ain't leaving because of no female. You crazy. I was smashing and dashing them in the States. That's the last thing I was thinking about was some females. And that's the last thing you should be thinking about. All the things that I talked about today should be some of the main reasons why you should be thinking about. If you're getting older, you're like, you know what, Dre, right? I'm over 45. United States don't treat older people good. And in 10 years, I will be 55. In 10 years, Dre gonna be 65. Think about it. I'll be 65. Andre will be 38. Okay. In 10 years. So at the end of the day, I gotta think about my 10 years in advance. And if America ain't thinking about my 10 years, I gotta think about it for me. And so do you. If the United States don't give a damn about old people now, what makes you think in 10 years when it's your turn to be old, United States gonna give a dang about you? For real. I mean, I'm serious. What makes you think all of a sudden the United States gonna have a heart for old people? When I'm watching old people move to Mexico and live in better lives with their Social Security checks, with their SSI checks, with their SSDI. I'm looking at veterans moving to Colombia and living a better life than they ever could. And some of you veterans, you ain't even got your 100% benefit yet. Some of y'all got y'all 80%, and you living better in Colombia and in Brazil and in Panama and in Ecuador with your 80% of benefits than you would have with your 100% in the United States. Some of y'all had 90% benefits. Some of you veterans, it's so easy for y'all to get, it's so easy for y'all to get visas. I swear. I'm like, Colombia, y'all ain't right, but it's the veterans. I got you. They do not care. So when this one brother and a few of us brothers that's telling y'all that don't let women be your number one reason for leaving the United States, if you decide to do that, that ain't on the list. Women didn't make the list. Don't let women. That's why I tell women. I'm sorry, ladies. Y'all only moved to Colombia for them women. Women don't even make the list, baby. What you mean? I say I give you 10 reasons why men like me leave the United States, and I ain't never got to mention a woman ever. I can give you 15 reasons why men like me leave the United States, and I ain't never got to put a woman in it ever. Whether it be talking about those women or the women back in the United States. My list ain't got women. You dudes that fall for that mess of women, you use women. But real dudes, we ain't got to use women for our reason to leave. It's a given. I come to Colombia, I meet an Andrea. Why? It's a given. Beautiful women, good women are all over South America. That's a given. I ain't had to put women on the list. And I'm going to tell y'all something for real. Before I let y'all go in the next 15 minutes. In all sincerity, I didn't even have to work hard for this list. This is the true list. This wasn't like I made up something imaginary. Let me put together a list. I kid y'all not. These are my real Andre Spence real reasons why I left the United States. This is not some made up the top 10 list stuff. No. If I die, you all will know from this video why that brother left the United States. This is my list. Women didn't even make it on the list. That's how sincere I am about this list here. This is my life that I'm telling you guys about. And I'm seeing it in other dudes' lives. They did not use women as their excuse. They didn't wait until women got bad in the United States. I'm mad at my ex-girlfriend. My ex-wife and my baby mama ain't right. We didn't, oh, I met so many good submissive women in Thailand. We didn't do that. We said, I'm tired of the corporate America BS. I'm tired of being overtaxed. I'm tired of, as I get older, I get less respect in my own country. I'm tired of, if I want to have a child or have a family as a man, they're against me when it comes to marriage. They're against me when it comes to divorce. They're against me when it comes to child support. You tired of that? What was the other one I said? I said, oh yeah, $300,000 to raise a child. Ain't no other country in the world is gonna cost you $300,000 to raise a child. It ain't gonna cost you $300,000 to raise a child in UK, and that's America's twin. It ain't gonna cost you $300,000 to raise a child at 18 in China, and that's the economic challenge. It don't cost you $300,000 to raise a child in Russia, and that's the power economic, the power challenge against America or versus America. Canada, right over America. It don't cost you $300,000 to raise a child to 18 in Canada. It dang sure don't cost you $300,000 to raise a child to 18 in Mexico. Only in the United States, it went from $250,000 from 0 to 18. It is now, because of the rate of inflation and recessions. Now, this is current recessions, but inflation will always be going on. Inflation has never stopped. It only slowed down during certain years and ramped up in certain years. But inflation has never stopped. Don't ever think that there has never been an inflationary year. There's always been an inflationary year. The dollar has always slowly but surely not been worth what it used to be worth when it used to be worth what it was worth. So just because in 2025 everything is going to look back on track and the economy is going to be back on track and you'll start seeing the stock market go up, inflation will still be there. It will always be there to a certain extent, whether it be major or small. Now it's just major. So when I say, if you have a child in the United States in 2022, by the time that child hits 18, you got to kick out 300,000. Don't think I'm just saying something. Think with your mind and say, you know what? Let me go ahead and pay $15 for these boxes of condoms. I would rather pay $15. I'm okay. Let's be real. Some of y'all, you get soft as soon as you put the condom on. I got you, bro. Hey, get in the gym, start getting your adrenaline going. Because that's, we all know as men, the only way you're going to get hard is blood flow, right? Come on, let's be real. Blood flow. Once your blood flow gets better, I already read articles way back in the 80s, dude, when in the 90s, when I was locked down, on the correlation between sex drive and exercise. I read these articles in the 80s, in the 80s, and in the 90s, where they were saying that the more a man takes care of his body, the better his blood flow gets, Absolutely correct. Drinking that beet juice too. Eating healthy. Drink a lot more water. All this will get your sex drive right back. So when you roll that condom on there, you still miss the beat. You a beast. I got you, bro. I know how some dudes, how your body react to, I can't feel it like I was feeling. I got you. My point is, do whatever you got to do to keep that thing hard with a condom on. Because you're going to have hell and high water if you get that woman pregnant without a condom on and you got to come out of 300,000. If you think that America is going to go backwards when it comes to child support payments, you out your rabbit mind. Just as inflation is going to go up, those who get somebody pregnant in 2022 and 2023, your child support payments are going to be higher than those that were in 2000, 2018, 2017 with the same child and the same amount of money. Do you really think that the person that got somebody pregnant and start paying child support with the same salary that you have in 2009 is paying the same child support that you pay? No, dude, you pay a lot more in child support with the same salary. I want you to realize this. You pay a lot more with the same salary that somebody would have paid in 2009. The rate of inflation impacts the amount of child support that you're going to pay for that one moment of nut because you didn't want to protect yourself. Well, condoms could burst. Stop acting like a little boy. Well, the condom could break. Stop acting like a little boy and act like a man for a second. I'm being serious. I ain't joking. The same amount of money. Let's say 50,000. 50,000 2009, 50,000 today. The amount of child support that you would have paid in 2009 is far more than what you will pay in child support today because of the rate of inflation of everything: food, diapers, Pampers, all the formulas, school books, uniforms, child support. All those prices have gone up. Therefore, you're paying more than the dude in 2009 that was on child support paying. And you dudes that get somebody pregnant in 2022 and 2023, and I want to say this, don't overlook this. I'm not talking about you 2020 daddies. I'm not talking about you daddies of 2018 and 15 and you daddies of 2008 and 2010. I'm not talking about to you dads. This statistic came out for this year. You dudes that want to bust nuts up in these females because it feels so good, got you. Stay sad chicks. I've been busting up in her Dre for 5 years. Got you. Get her pregnant now. In 2022, 2023. Just because you've been busting up in it for 5 years. Go on, bust up in it in 2022, 2023, and get her pregnant in 2022, 2023. See, if you'd got her pregnant in 2017, that was one thing. But you didn't. You get her pregnant in 2020. Not even 21. The statistic came out in 2022. Go ahead, bust up in her now, player. Since you know every damn thing. Since you got it all together, Mr. Bust a Nut, go on bust up in her now. And they're saying statistically, if you bust up in her now and she get pregnant, your black coming out of $300,000. That's what they're telling you. But since you know because you can't tell black men, right? You can't tell black men because you think you know everything. So go ahead, bust up in her. And see how much money, like I said, bust up in her, take that raggedy passport and put it up in the closet right inside that Jordan shoebox. Because that $300,000 that you go use to travel the world, you can forget about that because you're gonna be sitting up there taking care of your little man or your little mama for $300,000. And you think you expect me to live in a country that if I bust in somebody in the United States in 2022 or 2023, I gotta come out of 300,000 to raise that child at 18? And that's my baby boy. I love my baby boy. He going to Jackson State playing football. I don't care if Dion gone. But because I want to bust a good nut in 2022, 2023, I got the responsibility. If I'm a good dad, if I'm a responsible man, if I'm the man I'm supposed to be, I'm supposed to come out of $300,000 for that nut. Or since you're a good man and got some dang sense in your head, save your fatherhood for outside the states. If you 30, save your fatherhood for outside. If you 40, dude, I'm 55. If I'm saving mine, I know you young man can say yours. I want me a shorty. Save it for outside the states. You got dudes like Taylor Made Dreams paying, and other dudes in DR paying $60 a month for child support. $80, $100 a month for child. What? And you go back to the States, you paying all of $700, $900 a month, $1,000, $1,500 a month, $2,000. And half of them unselfish kids, when they do turn 18, my daddy was only paying $9,000 a month for me. He ain't loved me. $9,000 was not enough. That's not enough for love, daddy. Man, I'm telling y'all. He said, I'm done with y'all support for 2 boys. I've paid over $250,000 in 20 years. Thank you, Wendell. I appreciate that honesty, brother. I really do. Knock her up now, and winter is coming for you. Good one, King. Good one. He said, my brother pays $750 a month for 18 to 20 years. It depends on the state. Because it depends on the state. Because don't get it twisted. Because most states are like this. If the shorty go to college, you got to pay until shorty get done with college. Most states are not 18. If shorty decide to go to college, you got college responsibilities. Shorty get done. And check it. College responsibilities go from 18 to 24 in many states. Take it from an ex-college recruiter. 24, not 21, 24 is your responsibilities. Oh, we talking about child support. We forget that when the child support officer also says, and you got to make sure the child medical insurance is taken care of until all that child medical needs. Don't get it twisted. We always talk about the child support. Don't forget, in many states, the judge also says, oh yeah, the medical bills, the medical fees, medical insurance. You got to keep your insurance up. Keep your child on your work insurance. Got to keep your insurance up. If you lose your job, you got to make sure you have medical insurance for the child. Yeah, y'all want to talk about that, huh? Oh, y'all ain't think I knew. Y'all ain't think I knew about the medical insurance. Yeah, your happy got to pay not only the $300,000, you got to pay medical insurance for the rest of that child's lose a job you want to, where you was paying on your medical insurance and your shorty's medical insurance, and you lose your job. You better get some medical insurance. You better get that Cobra, that expensive Cobra. Make sure them kids stay insured just in case that little shorty fall off his bike or something and scrape his knee. Oh, you don't want to talk about the medical insurance part, huh? You know how I know? Because as an ex-college recruiter, I know that that medical insurance goes all the way into the age of 24. You're responsible for everything until 20. Technically, if a child goes to school, goes to college, you're responsible for everything until they graduate or until the age of 24 years old. Dad, Jamal said, in California, part of the phantom hiding reputation is BS. They only pay black women to be breeders for $1,000 a month. That's crazy. Victory said, true, Andre, true. Did you let your beard grow further, man? I know you had the beard, but you let that beard grow out a little further, brother. I ain't mad at you. Sheer, looking like sheer wisdom. CV says, C7 says, Tristan Thomas just got hit with 9,000 a month for one night a nut. I don't see how y'all be doing it, man, in the States. I ain't lying. Y'all my heroes. Y'all my heroes. But we're about to wrap this one up. We're gonna save the rest of the drink for Andrea. And I'm glad we all got a chance to talk about this. But these were in all sincerity, these were my first 5 reasons for why I moved out the States, and women had nothing to do with it. It wasn't like I purposely avoided them from the list, but they ain't had nothing. They ain't had to do with why I left the States. And for many of us, I think the reason why it was easier for me to find a good woman, because my reason for leaving wasn't about women. So it was easy for me to be around, the decent women. And no matter what country I went to, I was always around decent women, because women wasn't the reason why so in other words, when I left, I wasn't all woman happy or woman hungry, because they were my reason for leaving in the first place. So, all right, guys, I'm up out of here. It's been a great evening. We already knew it was going to be a crazy night. It was fun talking about colognes with you guys this week. We're going to talk about some colognes next week. And I'll talk to you guys later. Once again, it's your boy Andre Love Crossing Borders. I'm up out of here. Make sure you guys subscribe to all the other channels that we talked about, including Kings and Dreams. And I appreciate and love you guys more than you realize. And can you believe it, that it's almost time for Christmas already?